I've been like smoking a lot of fucking like very resinous weed. So I feel like you can hear it. I feel like you can definitely hear I'm smoking some very indica weed. But with that being said, I'm gonna go make some fucking tea. I'm gonna BRB. I'm gonna go make myself a pot of hot water. Thank you for being here. But yeah, no, I'm like, damn, bitch. I didn't even realize. That's crazy. BRB. Okay, for anyone that's just now joining us, I realized that I sound like really crazy in my throat, and I didn't realize that. I genuinely did not realize because I really haven't been speaking. I had like a whole moment, like I haven't been speaking so long that I was like, I wonder if I could take a vow of silence. And I was like, I don't think I'm built like that. Does anybody here feel like they're built like that? I just feel like I'll never be that girl. I always have something to fucking say. But then I was like, what if I only wrote things down for like a year? I don't know. I know that sounds really random. But, anyways, getting back to it, I'm making myself a cup of tea because I did not realize my throat was sounding like this. But yeah, no, I've just been kind of like, mm, I don't know. The last like week has been weird. It's just been strange energetically. I feel like the Mercury retrograde is just so, ooh, and then it's ending soon. Like it's ending in like 2 days. So that feels crazy. Anyways, so I'm here because I've been watching Power again, and there's drugs in it. There has to be drugs inside of the show Power. It's not just a show, it is not normal. Why is it I'm able to watch several episodes in a row, just letting them eat my life and my time? First, these are things that nobody really cares about, but just things that annoy me. I feel like based on everything we know before Tommy meets Holly, it is insane that he lies to Tasha for her when she stole Tasha's earrings. Like it doesn't add up. Like based on the conversation that was just had right before Tasha realized, it just was like, damn bitch, for real. I just feel like in reality, I really hated how the show really hammered home that ghost idea of a good life until he saw Angela again was a life that a lot of people would think is a good life. And it's the way that he was like, oh, I'm gonna just, follow my heart. I'm going back to my first love, the girl from the neighborhood, and just the way that it was very much giving like Shakespearean at times, but I don't know. I just feel like the Holly timeline just annoys me. And then even the ways that like Holly ran away with the money, it's like, girl, if you gonna run, stay gone. Like I hated the whole scene with the dog finding her in the park. It's like really 50, really, did we need her back? But I guess we did. I don't know. there's just layers to the story and how it's being told that is just so annoying to me now. Like it's just the way that Ghost and Angela's scenes are so boring. So boring. FSG, am I lying? Am I lying? But it's the way that Angela and Ghost scenes are so boring. Like, I'm sorry, like their fucking is so fucking boring, bitch. And it's so annoying how many scenes were that you had to watch before the bitch is like crying in the bathroom, like, oh my god, not Jamie. Not Jamie. Like, girl. Right, exact. Like FSG, that shit was boring to me. Like Holly, why are you back, bitch? And also, where are Tasha's earrings? Like that's the other part for me. It was Tasha fucking birthday. It was Tasha fucking birthday, and on top of it, Tasha sent a gift. Tasha I'm sorry. It's the way that Tommy is operating. Like, he is cool with both of them, but in the end, he's only really loyal to Ghost. And then that whole situation where he stopped being cool with Ghost because he found out that Holly had left because of him. But it's like, girl, Holly had to leave. You were sloppy as fuck. And you, like, I don't know, bitch. I just feel like Tommy is a character. I never liked him. I never liked him. I never liked him. And in retrospect, I feel like I never really even liked Ghost, but I feel like I was watching for the storyline. I feel like I want to be. He is, and I also feel like he's not. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know the actor. I don't follow his career, but there's just something about him that's just so unnecessary. And again, I know people love biracial love. I know people love interracial love. I know people love to see a black man and a white, well, I know people love to see a mixed man and a white man be best friends. I know America is giving, like, you know how they do, like when they just have two folks that are just, they're not focused on that kind of messaging at all, but it's the optics of it all. But again, I think about how 50 Cent really wrote himself as a villain in his own show. He could have been a good dad. You feel me? He could have been a good father. He could have been a wise man, a wise elder. And instead, he wanted to be the fake fucking star of the damn show. I just feel like when Kanan got out of jail, I was bored. Between me and you, Kanan should have stayed in jail. He was doing a lot from jail. He was one of those people in jail that was doing well. Jail actually was not a problem, clearly, because he did a lot. Also, the Latina girl that they had stabbing everybody in the beginning, that was annoying as fuck because I feel like it was exciting in ways, but I was annoyed with the Miami shit just because I feel like that Miami shit was so fucking unrealistic. Like when they went to Miami and he went running after like, girl, at the Cuban spot, shut the fuck up, Ghost. I'm so sick of your ass. Like, not you cheating and killing at the same time in Miami. Then, bitch, the massage shit had me sick because why? Like, I feel like for Ghost to be so intentional and so sloppy with just his cheating, it just didn't add up. It's like, girly, you be breaking into people's house, killing them and shit while they drinking some water, but you can't remember that you're a hoe. I can't. It's this. I suspended my belief as much as I can. I'm stretching as far as I can. But I'm supposed to believe he is he is TTG, but he can't remember that he's thoughting. I'm sorry. I just feel like 50, was real. I feel like he had a great pack when he was writing this shit down. A great pack will have you writing all types of shit down. But it's just the way that part was so unrealistic to me because it's like, girl, you should have got caught in Miami. But also, bitch, you're supposed to be a cop. Like, I just feel like both of them don't make no sense. I guess they're trying to say they were overcome with emotion. And so that's why they was just doing anything, I guess. Also, Ghost Spanish is awful. Like, bitch, honestly, like when I watched it the first time, I let it go. But watching it again, I'm like, they're really reaching. They're really reaching with this storyline. They really wanna They really want an Afro-Latino love story right now. And it's giving he do not speak Spanish. It's giving he did not remember to speak Spanish. It's not giving what y'all wanted for the story, but live life. Live life. But every now and then Ghost will just say something in Spanish, and I'll just be like, okay, all right. Again. I know some people, it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. No, is it good? Is it worth your time? Tell me. No, my thing is this. The Sean storyline with Tasha, it was fun in the beginning, but then when the Lakeisha shit was going on and like Lakeisha and him hooked up and then he went back to Tasha and then Lakeisha's storyline being like, "Oh, every nice thing I have used to be Tasha's." And it's like, "Girl, why is this the storyline for Lala?" Like, girl, like I'm sorry, but it's just something about that storyline was boring. Listen, a lot of stuff better than Power, bitch. And also, I watched Empire, no shade. So I feel like I've given a lot of things a chance, bitch. I'm willing to try a lot. I'm willing to try a lot. But yeah, no, I started watching Power again, and it just sucked me in, bitch, from the beginning. And then low key, bitch, why the fuck I'm in season 3? And I just started remembering Tariq turned evil. I have forgot. But then there was this one scene where he had looked kind of annoyed, and I was like, "Oh shit, I forgot you actually get out of character." Like I forgot about that. Like low key, the show is so fucking wild. Like it's just it was the perfect show for having Twitter. Like some shit is made for a bitch to live tweet. Like you just realize it. No, when Tariq started just bitch, oh my god, who killed Ghost? That shit was crazy. I'm screaming. Sierra, hey baby. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, no, I'm genuinely in a mindset of Power is not a good show, but it is entertaining as fuck. But I do want to tell y'all about a show I started watching that is terrible. No, he is. And he is. Also, bitch, why the fuck did 50 Cent put out Raising Canaan? I'm just sorry. Like the play on Raising Cane's is funny as fuck to me. Like, I just feel like that is a big, silly dude. And he just be just coming up with all types of silly shit. But what was I about to say? I was about to say something. Oh, this new show that I found. It's called Neighborhood Wars. Bitch. A&E is crazy as fuck. Like I remember watching something that said like A&E is the channel for like they were saying A&E is the sideshow channel. It's for like people that wish they could still go to the circus. And I was like, bitch, no, like back in the day circus, like the problematic circus. Like when the circus was like, look at this woman who's very fat. Whoa! Look at this person that's really small. Whoa! Like, bitch, that's what the circus used to be. It used to be just looking at people who were different than other people in certain ways. And motherfuckers would be like, whoa, I can't believe you exist. And so that's low-key what A&E is at this point. A&E is like literally just people watching people that we don't see every day. It's not that these people are weird or anything wrong with them, but we just do not see them every day. Disability, you know what I mean? All types of things. But with that being fucking said, the show is called Neighborhood Wars. It's on Roku. It is free, bitch. That's what I'm telling you about it. I feel like you might be able to watch it on Pluto. Pluto is a way to watch a bunch of shows for free on your browser. And so it's called Neighborhood Wars, and the premise of the show is just random shit that be happening in people's neighborhoods that are just so insane that it must be documented. Like neighbors crashing out, airplanes falling in people's neighbor. Like there was this one, an airplane fell on these people's house. And the way that people at first were just like, okay, so what's going on? Like, cause at first, like everyone got a camera, but don't nobody know what they're really seeing. And it just kind of shows like how sometimes things happen and people they so ready to fucking videotape it, but they don't know what to do. And like, it just showed like how, we're no longer in a time where people just act like people are really trying to think critically. And so there was, people are looking at the scene. All of a sudden they're like, wait, is somebody in the house is somebody in the backyard. And so they rescued everybody, which is awesome. Everyone got rescued, but the dog got ate up, unfortunately. But in the end, it's the way that, like, in the midst of everything that was happening, like, yeah, anyways, listen, this one was really intense because, again, a fucking airplane flew out of the sky and hit some people's house. That is not every day. But then there was another one where a woman was getting mad because this dude kept washing laundry late at night and she kept hearing like the laundry door open because her apartment was next door to it. And so she's literally in the hallway screaming, like, I'm gonna get you evicted. She's like, you always do this shit. You always doing laundry at 2 o'clock in the morning. And she's like, you think you're king shit. And like, there are some moments where I'm just like, people are probably righteously angry, but the way that the way they're doing it, it's not. But again, that's some people's real life. Like their neighbor really hate their guts and like do weird stuff to them. And I really hate that for everybody because I've had some neighbors, like some of them were really helpful, but I've had some neighbors that I was like, Jesus Christ, do not look at me, bitch. Like, please look away from me. S-Flex, ooh, thank you. Thank you for the tea. Give me one moment. I'm about to get myself a cup of tea, but I have more to say about Power and just other random TV things that I'm watching because I started watching Harlots again. And for anybody out there who is closely following this Trump shit, there is a storyline in the show Harlots on Hulu that kind of illustrates like how deep the Epstein thing really is. And I know that probably sounds random as fuck because like the time on this shit is like the 1700s, but I just want y'all to remember that like what we experience now as people is just a more it's just a different version of some other shit, if that makes sense. So we're still peasants, we still common folk, you know what I mean? We just don't got no land. Me and you, we can't go to we can't, there's no pasture to watch, there's no sheep to watch. We don't have the resources abundant in the land. Corporations have them. So we have to just consider it like that. And so really, we're still under rule, bitch. Like the idea of kings, nobility, royalty, those things actually do function in some actually significant ways. And so it reminds me that when you see motherfuckers on the ground, regular people involved in things such as like trafficking, child trafficking, uh, pedophiles, all those things, it is connected back to the top. Like, and when I say the top, I mean the protectors of culture, like people that protect a culture from dying, because we have to consider that like there's an investment made to create a culture such as the one we live in, and obviously the story we're told is, well, they didn't want a king, they wanted a president. That's what we're told. We have to just consider the story we're told about where we live because it does explain why we do what we do. And so getting back to it, like there's a show called Harlots, and it's basically a show about whores. It's a show about trollops, sluts, scamps, mollywops. Let me stop. But it's about hoes. And it's about hoes in the medieval times, in the time of kings, lords, knights, and shit. And it just kind of speaks to the reality that like the women that are a lot of times lost, the women that are, well, not even the women, the girls, the children that are stolen, many times it's because they're poor. That's really the only crime, bitch, is they didn't have the money to be fucking protected. So pause, I'm going to get my tea. I'll be right back. Yo, you ever make yourself a nice big cup of ginger tea? That's me. Anyways, so like I was saying, I've been watching Power. I've been trying to, divest in ways from watching anything new, which is annoying sometimes. Because sometimes, like, watching your old favorite shows is great, but sometimes you want to just watch something different. You're actually, like, in the mood to, like, take something new in, but I'm kind of in that space where it's like, I just can't yet. I just can't. I just feel like I just cannot. I feel like there's more to look backwards at. So that's where I'm at. That's why I'm watching Harlots again. And I feel like getting back to Power though, just to hammer home why I'm talking so much shit. The fucking Angela and Jamie storyline actually boring as fuck. Like, I feel like when I watch like now, I'm just like, damn, like, what is Vladimir up to? Like, what are these drug dealers up to? I would so much rather have watched that. But nope, we're watching a fake ass love story that is just not realistic. Like again, once she heard from Holly what the tea was, and Greg, oh my god, bitch, the Greg situation had me fucking sick because it's like, girl, eh, I don't know, bitch. I just feel like she was using Greg from the beginning. I feel like she always knew like Greg was going to help her advance her career, so that's why she did what she did. I don't think she ever really liked Greg, but I think she really didn't like Greg when she realized that Greg was, like the stalking wasn't like I feel like when he was stalking her and in the beginning, I don't think it ever was comfortable. I just think that she knew like I might need this in the future. Like I really do think Angela is very calculating as a character. Excuse me. But because I'm pretty sure most people have seen the show, I don't mind spoiling this part for you. But when she gets shot by Tommy, bitch, I can't lie. I cannot lie. Her getting fucking shot by Tommy and the way that this motherfucker screams, oh, bitch, that shit had me screaming, laughing, because it's just like, and that's what you fucking deserve. It's like, because at the end of the day, it's like, babe, like between me and you, I just feel like when Tasha came up over her house trying to see what she was living like, it was just kind of like, damn, like she got to do all of this, all because of Ghost ugly ass. Like I just feel like in the end, for me, I feel like it was fuck Angela as soon as she found out that he was married. It was double fuck Angela once she found out he was out here doing his crime daughters and she didn't care because she was fucking him. She did not care about anything else but him. And it just didn't make any sense. Let me not do that. Let me not do that. I feel like the love of a woman do be protecting a lot of men. But with that being said, it's the ways that like there were so many moments where it's like, would she really compromise her career for him? Is the dick that good? Again, the sex scenes seem boring. So I'm just like, damn, babe, like, I don't know. That part of the storyline very weak for me, but I digress. I feel like trying to make either of the main male characters have relationships with women, it's like, who cares? Like, no shade. Like, I just wish they would have focused on like the things that they knew about. Because whoever the fuck was writing the women characters, they failed. They really failed. Because it's like Angela should have ate his ass up immediately, considering how fucking ruthless she is. Like, not she threw Greg under the bus. But she letting Jamie live, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Like burning him for Jamie does not make any sense to her character. Even though, even though it did push the plot, it's like that's not who she is. She's not a criminal. And again, it's the ways that like we're supposed to see her morph into a criminal. It just doesn't add up. I get it. I know it's for the story, but it's just like the way that they made her character. Of course, she's willing to bend the rules to aid the state. Like that's what annoys me is like she only bent the rules to aid the state. Like she never bent the rules for herself, for her own personal gain. And so that's why I'm just like the writing on this. It didn't make a lot of sense, but again, it's the way that like I found out that the actress that was playing Angela Valdez apparently was getting death threats from people. because of her breaking up Tasha and goes home. And I just want to hold that, like, in the end, I personally feel like I don't think Tasha and Ghost ever had a happy home. I think that's like the worst part about it in reality is that he was performing in a way long enough to make it seem like he was invested in a particular way. Because think about it like this. Remember when all the accounts got drained and Tasha found that out? That's not something you do to a partner. That's something you do to someone who is a beneficiary of your illegal business that you don't want to snitch on you. At the end of the day, Ghost did what he did for Tasha because of his own self-preservation. He was never a loyal partner, devoted father, none of that. And I think that's another layer. Like, his name is Ghost, meaning he's not really there. And it's the way that, like, his character shows that where he wanted to be was with Angela, but it was clearly misaligning. He ghosted on everything else to be with her. In the end, what did he get? Trauma, pain. I don't know, bitch. I feel like the story really does remind me that, love can be blinding, lust, limerence, all those things can be blinding, or be putting you in a situation where you have rose-colored glasses on, rather. You may think things are deeper than they are, but I just never felt like the pacing of the relationship, they really relied on, like, they knew each other for the story to work out. Because, like, outside of them knowing each other before, it moving as quickly as it did, being as intense, it just doesn't make any fucking sense. Especially given how cold she was to Greg, which I think does speak to her reality too. That she'll fuck this white dude, but she don't really like that man. But being with him did give her some leverage in some spaces. And it's the way that, like, I think what Ghost does show us is that, like, you can use people to make people think you're a certain type of way. And so to a lot of people, he seemed like a good guy based on his wife and children and how well cared for they were, because they were spoiled. He made sure they were a spoiled Black family. That's what he wanted people to see. It didn't matter who he was. Excuse me. But then when he got with Angela, that's when it started to matter. When he got with Angela, that's when he I want to get out the game. But he been wanting to get out the game, which is why he started the fucking nightclub. He had been wanting to get out the game. He needed a fucking excuse. Like, I don't believe for 1 minute that the club was just a front to wash the money. I think that he knew, I don't want to be doing this forever. And then when he seen Angela, he's like, maybe I don't have to. Her being a cop made it even easier for him to get out the lifestyle if she was willing to play ball, which, again, her story wasn't written like that. And it's like, we supposed to believe she's so digmatized, she gonna fuck up her whole career. Like, come on. Like, I just feel like, again, the way you could tell a man wrote this shit. If anything, they could have really did some motherfucking Thomas Crown Affair shit. Like, I know they think they did it, but they really didn't. I feel like they did it backwards, so they think they did it. But I really wish that, like, they would have, I don't know, man. I just feel like it was too easy. I feel like that's what annoys me. I feel like their plot was too easy, and I wanted a little bit more grit. I want a little bit more. I just feel like they had a really easy time as characters. And I feel like in the end, her being killed, I appreciate that truly. But I just feel like I wanted Tasha to kill her. I wanted someone that had owed her a bullet. Actually, because I just feel like, did Tommy really owe her a bullet? Like, not really. Like, no shade. Like, lowest of keys. Like, Tommy actually should have left her the fuck alone. Because she, like, her sloppiness and her waywardness is what helped Tommy get out. So I just feel like he should have just, let Tasha. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, but I just think like for her to be like she was AUSA, like that's an attorney for the government. That I'm sorry, but like babe, like I just feel like again the story, in my humblest opinion, it was just a little too shaky, but I appreciated it nonetheless, because it still gave me a lot. But I never really liked Angela. I just always thought it was just so weird. Like how she's like, yeah, Jamie, I miss you. And like just the way her accent was coming out, I just feel like they was really trying to, and again, the way that I feel like they want to do a backstory for like Angela and Ghost, I'm so fucking good, bitch. Cause like I just feel like I don't know, again, I just think about like the ways that like Tasha, his wife, the mother of his children, her storyline is actually kind of fucked up. Like she was being kept in the house. Uh, I love you so much, bitch. I just like Tasha was being kept as a front to raise his kids, but I hate to say this, I don't think he ever really cared about them kids. I really don't think so. I don't think that he ever really considered, like, again, the way he told Tasha, like, I only see drug dealers like locked up or dead. And it's the ways that it's like, okay, so if you see death or lockup coming, what are you preparing for your family? What are you preparing for them? And it's like, are you gonna give Tariq and Raina these motherfucking these clubs? Extremely. And it's the way that Tasha was hiding money at Lakeisha house, and it's just like, look, her hiding the money and still being with Ghost was crazy as fuck. Cause it's like I get it, like you trying to fucking protect yourself. Also, can we talk about how as soon as Ghost finally talked to Tasha about the girl that was stabbing folk and the Miami shit, Tasha figured it out in 1 minute. Like, isn't that fucking tragic? Like, that's another reason why I'm like, a man wrote this shit. Cause it's like, why is she being used like this? Like, why? Like, why? Like, if she is that intelligent, why is she not being brought in? I understand that they're trying to make it seem like, he's so preoccupied, but it's just like, if Tasha really is that integral to where she can figure out who hitting you that quickly, my God, like again, the way the writers wrote her, like I feel like Tasha, and then Ghost fucking being physical with Tasha at the school, like that was a really fucked up moment. Because not you couldn't go to the presentation to see your kids. Like, why were you not already there to support your children? You are only there to cause chaos and confusion. I actually want to beat your ass, Ghost. He's a little ugly bitch. I want to beat his ass. Like, I feel like, yeah, Ghost should have got earlier. Honestly, should have got way earlier. Right. Sierra, that part, it's the way that they really were like, oh, she knows she's being cheated on. But it's like, babe, but she don't like, again, it's the way that like they could have really put anybody in that role. And I'm not trying to be rude when I say that. I just mean like that role was very significant to like, just again, the tropes that already exist and the ways that they were really trying to show a gorgeous, deep dark skinned black woman as so fucking like important and integral to every fucking thing. And yet you could walk away in a minute for a white bitch that you used to know and everything started going left for you. Like been going left. And then even the whole Kanan and Tasha and Ghost, like the revenge and the now Kanan out trying to take over the business. Like, okay. Like now you're talking to Tasha. Now you need her help really bad. And again, it's the way that motherfucker is not even at the fucking house. And talking about some, oh, you know, clearly told Tasha like to have a gun if you see Kanan because he might kill you. Like that's a lot. So she's not in your business for real, but she's in your business. Okay. That shit makes the Angela shit even worse because it's like, girl, once you know that she could potentially put your ass away, what's stopping her from putting everybody away? And the kids are in foster care now. It's just like, babe, you're not really thinking. Like, y'all should have killed the bitch a while ago. Like, again, it's the way that by the time Tommy kill her, I don't give a fuck anymore because everything is already out. And it's the way that they weren't really thinking about the storyline when they did that personally. I'm not saying Angela should have lived very long, but I personally think they let her live a little too long, personally. I think a lot of people could have got her. Between me and you, I wish Greg would have shot the bitch. I wish Greg would have popped up. I wish it would have been Greg. Just off the fact that yes, I'm gonna say two things are true. Do I think that Greg was a stalker? Sure. Sure do. But do I also think that Greg was a scapegoat? Yes, I do. I think that like he was the character that I truly believe cared about her to a degree. But I think his care was always shown through ownership and possession, which obviously means he's not a good dude. But with that being said, it's the way that like you could tell like he was trying to make himself important in her life. And it was not reading like that to her really. But at some point she realized this is a moment I could use to destroy him. And again, it's the ways that like he still came to her house. Even still, like he still risked his fucking life and prison to go to her and tell her, bitch, I know what you did and I'm not gonna stop. Like that right there. Why didn't he get the kill? I hate that for him. Because again, I don't think it was necessary for him to get gotten any other way. But that's just me, bitch. I'm not a writer. I just have thoughts. Let me see. So other things that I didn't like. You know, and this is just, I feel like this is the only moment that I really think Tasha was fucked up, was when the kids was trying to go see ghosts. Like, bitch, let them go. Like, I know you mad, but like, they don't know about the thought. They don't know about the thought. Like, I just feel like, let the babies go see their dad. Damn. Like, that's the only moment that I was like, Tasha, you really don't understand why the baby is at the daddy house. Like, I know they're trying to make you seem like an unreasonable bitch, but come on, like that doesn't make sense. Like, but again, it's the ways that like that. You know what? And this is a sidebar and trigger warning for child abuse. But bitch, some shit went viral on Twitter the other day that had me wanting to throw up so bad. Like this woman had apparently caught her man cheating. And so, and they had an infant, like a little baby. And she had literally she was on video abusing the baby, like, like in front of the dude. And was basically like, you cheated on me, so this is justified. And it's just like, fuck. Like, what the hell? And of course, it's going viral. People are posting it everywhere, and it's like, damn. Like, some people really do think, and this is like super unrelated to Tasha, bitch. I'm not trying to say Tasha was attempting to be abusive, but sometimes people will take things out on the kids. But this is an extreme case where somebody really felt like, oh, you played with me, so now I'm going to abuse your child on fucking live stream. Ooh, bitch. I just feel like, please, y'all, just know that, like, not everybody about to trigger warn everything. If you see something that's, like, really upsetting, please don't feel like you have to keep watching it. You don't have to share it. You don't have to. You can report. You can report. Just keep that in mind. I know some people don't want to see certain things. I know that video going viral did lead to her being arrested, which is again important because we do want to start thinking about the baby. Like if you're being cheated on, I worry about you for sure. But if you're being cheated on and then you turn around and try to harm your baby because of a man, I'm looking at the baby now and I'm worried about the baby now. I'm not worried about you no more. No shade. Like I really hope that they get some help for you once they get you up in there, but I'm not worried about you at this point because you've decided to project that onto the baby when the baby is innocent. And so again, it's the way that there are some people that really they can't consider, what somebody did to them is not what they did to their child. And it's unfortunate. But again, I do want to hold that someone that's been abandoned by their parent, that I don't expect the primary care parent who is abandoned to want you to be around your fucking deadbeat parent. I understand that. But it's the way that some parents will operate like that other parent is deadbeat because that's what they want to happen. They want their kids to see them as the primary care parent. They don't want to share custody. And that's awkward as fuck. And I feel like that happens for many people, not just men, not just women, many people. Many people have custody situations that are very wayward and very fucked up. And again, it's the ways that like after Ghost and Tasha are trying to, divorce, and it's just like, bitch, it just really made me think about how like when you do certain things, when you set your life up certain ways, it's hard to get out of that. And I think that that's what power shows me as well, is that like you can really think you can do certain things after making certain decisions, and then it's not possible. And it's like after killing how many people, after destroying how many people's lives, did they really think they was going to just be able to have kids and live life? Like, did Tommy really think he was going to be able to have Holly and a dog? And it's the way that like they hiding guns and fucking wads of money in churches, calling it the Underground Railroad. Like, bitch, that's fucking crazy. But I don't know. I just feel like that show, whew, it is depressing. It is very depressing. I think about all the people that Ghost killed trying to figure out who was hitting the business and could have just had a blunt sesh with Tasha and really talked. That shit is tragic. But I feel like it does speak to how men will really avoid like asking for help. They'll expect you to do a lot of things, but they won't ask you for help. It's very funny. Like he expects Tasha to do a lot, but don't ask her for not gonna ask her for no help. Gonna expect a lot out of her, but not going to sit down and be like, hey, something is threatening all of our lives. Like I feel like that's the part for me. It's like Tasha's life was already in danger, bitch. Was already in danger fucking with you, period. And it's the way that she believed in you so much. And like that's really what got her fucked up in the end, is dealing with you and believing that you were ever gonna treat her better. Like even her saying like me and Ghost are better now after he had just went to Miami, that shit made me mad as fuck. Cause it's like, really? Really, bitch? Like, mm-mm-mm. But yeah, no, I feel like none of the spinoffs really stuck to me. None of them really called to me. And then also again, like watching it over, it's the way that 50 Cent, like I'm not gonna say he a bad actor. I'm not gonna do that, but I just feel like he a comedian. I feel like he's more of a comedian. And I think about the ways that like I don't know. I just feel like I don't root for villains very much. Like they usually annoy me. Just because I already perceive like all the other villainous shit happening, like the villainous systems already happening, and then I'm like, bitch, and now you, like I hated fucking Negan when we were watching fucking Walking Dead. No, his smile, bitch, like the way he smiles is something, bitch. Oh my god, wait, speaking of smiles, speaking of motherfucking smiles, bitch. Why did I catch Shannon Sharpe? Why is he still doing a podcast? I don't know. And I know we ain't really talked about Shannon Sharpe, but what is there really to say? You read what the fuck happened, bitch. That shit is tragic. Like that's a tragedy for his daughters. That's all I could think was damn his daughter's legacy. gone because of white coochie. Sick. Listen, if you didn't see what happened with Shannon Sharpe, I'll just give you the tea. So Shannon Sharpe got exposed because he was talking to a teenager, a 19-year-old, who was clearly into this kink. And I've talked about this before, lightly or sparingly. I haven't really brought this up too much because it's very triggering. So just for anybody out there who is sensitive to hearing about race play or sensitive to hearing about kink involving racial domination, this might just be a moment to get a drink. That big fart you've been holding, feel free to let it out. That charcuterie board in the fridge, it might be time to graze upon it. But yeah, as I was saying, there's a kink called Black New World Order. The acronym is BNWO. If you type it in anywhere, maybe go on incognito. That's what I'll say. I would go on incognito mode because I don't know what the fuck gonna happen if you start looking this shit up on your regular shit. Key. I don't know what algorithm those folk are on. I don't want to know. So with that being said, it's called Black New World Order. I don't know all about it. I don't want to play with y'all. I feel like from what I've gathered, there are all types of words and languages or not languages, but just different words that they use and different phrases and things. But the crux of it, perhaps from what I'm gathering, is that there is this idea that Black people are the superior race, truly, and that Black people are who should be being worshipped sexually. It's not interested in reparations, from what I've noticed. Like, not interested in giving money to Black people. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm sure there is some financial exchange involved. I'm sure at this point that there is some way that there are some people that are benefiting a particular way. With that being said, there are a lot of Black men into this kink that are, again, this is a very awkward thing to say, but they are colonizing white coochies, the one drop rule in real time. They're really unfortunately very colonized in their thoughts. And for Black men, I'm sure in some ways they're feeling good. They're like, these women are obsessed with our penises and they want to have our quote unquote Black babies. It is a very awkward thing to have stumbled upon because I always knew race play was real in that, like, I've heard about it, but seeing it in real time, like seeing that, like, these people are not just like, there's tattoos. There's tattoos. I just want to put that out there. There's tattoos so that when white people are out and about, the Black people who are into this shit know that it's them. High key. There's tattoos. And I'm saying all this to say that Shannon Sharpe is clearly invested in some aspects of this kink. I want to be candid that I don't know every motherfucking thing ever, but I do be paying attention when people be saying some off-ass shit. And I've just seen a couple comments that had me like, what do this mean? And I start reading and I was like, oh shit, like y'all are worshiping Black penises. And it goes deeper than that. I feel like I'm sticking on that subject because that's where Shannon Sharpe may be. But there are other layers to this that are more triggering that I am not going to go into. But I want y'all to consider that if there is a body part on Black men that's being worshipped and they're calling it Black New World Order, I want you to really just consider that there are all different types of ways that this kink is asking Black people to operate as superior, but still give the white person something so that they can unfortunately cause harm in the future. Because again, what's the point of putting a quote unquote Black baby inside of a white woman's coochie? Like, what's the point of that? What's the function of that? And again, it's the way we get all of this mixed people propaganda, and then we're again, if you're not aware of the BNWO, that might also coincide with some of the things that you might be seeing, and you may not realize that, which is unfortunate. But again, this, and again, I don't think for a minute that what I'm talking about is disconnected from white supremacy ramping up more aggressively and be behaving in this way. There is a huge amount of people invested in this kink, and I did not realize like how big it was, and like just again how many people are invested in black male worship, or black penis worship I should say, and are using that as like an identity and are like online actively engaging around this. So on some get out shit, there are white people that think that they can fuck black people and create new black people. And that's a kink. Just PS on that. And the whole point of like having the child is actually the conception. They're not interested in actually being parents to these children. They just love the sexual fantasy of being inseminated with black seed. It is insane. But if you ever see a white bitch with an ace of spades card tattoo, or any kind of spade like in the card game tattoo, you now know something about that bitch. PS on that. Protect yourself. Some white people are really around you to see like, can I fuck you? Can I? And it's awkward because I did not realize that. So new information for everybody. Make sure you protect yourself. But them tattoos were diabolical to see, because I was like, wow, like I've definitely seen white women with those tattoos, especially on the West Coast. The West Coast has those a lot. Again, I know some people might be triggered. My bad, genuinely. I was not trying to trigger anybody, but I know it can be an awkward thing to hear because, again, there are some of us that are created because of sexual experience. Like, some of us are not created out of love, friends. And, like, I think it's an important thing to hold that, like, some people are more interested in lust. And that's what they're going to focus on. And again, the lust is connected to racism, anti-blackness, and how do we really like talk about that with anybody really? Like, I think that that's the other part of this is like people's sexual fantasies are so seemingly personal, but they're also like they also are expressed when we're together, right? So it's like, how do you like? I don't know. I'm grateful that I've never had an experience so far, knock on wood, where like I felt like I had to like be trying to navigate that with a partner. I'm grateful, but I want to be candid that like there are people out there who are looking to date black people, and they're looking for a body part. They're looking for a maybe even a culture. Like I remember like this white dude that I talked to, like he was telling me, he was just naming all these African countries that had all these different looking people. Like there are so like bitch, the amount of white men in the United Kingdom obsessed with African women, it is wild to notice. But I've watched content on it, but I've also like talked to some of these men, and they've been really candid with me about like their desires. And again, I know that I talk about being a sex worker. I feel like most of the sex work I do is like at the crib. Like I feel like I talk to men online for like money for the most part. And a lot of men who are in sex work spaces that I'm in are lonely. They're energy vampires. They want someone to talk to. And a lot of them are like looking for a fat bitch because they're like, oh, this bitch ain't got no life. Like it's really sad, but you could tell that like they don't think you have a life because you're a fat bitch. And so they're like, well, they're like, just listen to my life. Just talk to me. And it's just so funny because it makes me think about how, like, a lot of industry is pushed by men wanting something automatic that takes time to build. Like, there's so many connections that we can have with each other, but like a lot of men really don't see like how to build it or even want to ask to figure it out together. But it's the way sex work is very much. I don't want to talk to a woman with respect and empathy. I'd actually just like to talk to a woman who's offering me a menu of what she'll do for a certain amount of money. And like, I love all sex workers. I am not a hater, but like, we are at a point in sex work where like women like have menus of what they'll do for certain amounts of money, and they'll just have them ready. Like, I remember this one girl posting her menu, and I was shook. I was like, yo, like, I want to say it was like $20 to text for like 20 minutes, $100 to video chat for like 20 minutes, and like what, like titties will be out or some shit. It was very fascinating. Like, she really broke down like all the things she was willing to physically do for money on camera. And it was a super cute menu, but it just made me think about how, like, can you imagine, like, you know, all of the things you offer as a person? Like, can you imagine, like, all the things you offer as a person? You're able to like monetize them down to the minute. Like, I can draw you a picture for 20 minutes for $20. Like, I can empathetically listen to you. Again, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that inherently. I'm just offering that like that's where we are in terms of sex work. Like, people are very much like trying to have like a way to let you know like you can pay me and for these things, which again, some people may see that as an evolution. Like, obviously back in the day, motherfuckers used to have to deliberate and figure out like when we're like what we're gonna do, like when we get together. Like, I like that's why I watch the show like Harlots, because it's like a man will go to a house that is full of women that are like, I'm going to fuck you, and the woman that owns the house is trying to figure out like which woman for this man. And then there's women on the street who, if a man walks by, might have some drink and some cheese and be like, bitch, what's up, you hungry, you want a drink? And I think about the ways that like that's still happening. Like, I think about like the online dating scene, like the swiping. I think about that being very similar to what is happening now. Cause like it's the way that like so many men were being overtly sexual online. A lot of us were like, well, we'll just sell you some coochie. Oh, you're trying to be edgy, but now you hidden on the channel. And it's androgynous. But you know what? I already knew you was on some weird shit. Anyways, like I said, it's the way that we're supposed to just see sex work as like one note. Like, people think like sexual people who are sex workers are always on the corner, always in a club, always a dancer. And it's like, no, bitch. It's like, you know what? Like, I feel like I've said this before. I have literally had men like the kinks that I'm invested in, like I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but like there are men that are like wanting to buy bitches groceries. Like, do you feel like this? Like we're in a time where it's a kink for a man to provide you motherfucking food. That is a fucking it's honestly horrifying in reality that that's a sexual thing for them, giving you fucking food. Good God. Like, that shit is kind of fucking terrifying. But I know not everyone will see it that way. But I think about the ways that you can be with a man and he may never cook for you. He might buy you some snacks or whatever, but like it is such a patriarchal thing for a man to cook or provide food that like some men are turned on by just the act of giving a bitch money to buy her food, to buy her groceries. Like, that's insane. I met this dude recently. You want to know what his kink is? Tickling bitches. His kink is making a bitch giggle. Patriarchy really be eating them up, don't it? Motherfuckers be getting fucking hard, can literally almost bust a nut by making a bitch laugh. Ain't that sad? In ways. I'm not trying to kink shame. I know somebody gonna think I'm trying to be shady, but I'm just saying it's sad in ways. It's sad in ways. I think some kinks are sad to me. I'm sorry. I can't help it. Sometimes I feel like some kinks are sad because it's like, damn, what does that really mean? You know? Like one of my kinks is fucking financial domination because I'm poor. One of my kinks is telling a man, give me money, bitch, because I'm broke. Like, it's just the way that, like, some kinks really be giving away, like, what's going on, bitch, for real, for real. Nima, I hope the same for you, truly. It's so great to see you. I hope you're well. But yeah, like I was saying, like, it's the way that, like, some kinks be letting you know, like, damn, bitch, you needed that, didn't you? You might have needed that. And again, I'm not trying to play with people because, like I said, one of my kinks is telling a man, shut the fuck up and give me the money. One of my kinks is telling a man, buy this for this other woman. Like, take care of this woman, actually. Send this money actually to this woman. And I don't care if you don't want to do that or not. I don't care. Like, I love the idea that, like, a man will, like, literally be so obsessed, attracted that he's willing to, like, give away some of the shit that he had to work really hard for because a bitch. Like, I love that. Like, there's just something so powerful about that to me. But I know some people don't understand that. Just like there are going to be some people who beat up white people. And that's maybe not, like, again, it might not necessarily be explicitly a kink, but it do make you feel good. So, again, I don't get off, like, hurting people other than, like, I'm gonna be real. I feel like for me, I think, like, if a white dude hits me up and he's like super simp and he's being like, oh my God, you're a goddess, can I give you money? I'm like, yes, this is my kink. But if a man hits me up, starts trauma dumping on me and, like, thinks like that's a way to get no, like, I feel like I only let a man trauma dump on me after a certain amount of money. Like, and then I go into my next phase of emotional manipulation because let's be real, bitch, like, as a sex worker, especially online, this man's never coming to like, we're never meeting up. I'm telling this man anything he wants to hear. I'm trying to get that money for as long term as possible. So, like, yeah, in the beginning, I'm like a dom, right? But then at some point, I quote unquote let my guard down. At some point, I'm like, I mean, I'm maybe giving him a little pet name. You know, I want him to think, yeah, you're not like other guys. Like, bitch, I turn all the ways men treat women when they're trying to, like, gaslight you into thinking you're important. I literally do that to them. I'm like, oh my God, you are so great. Wow. Tell me what's going on. And then again, the way that you're like, oh, wow, Dustin, that's really fucked up. Don't I sound like I care? Greg, oh my God, no. Yeah. And you said almond milk. I heard you. I'm sorry, bitch. I will say anything, bitch. I don't care. But again, it's layers to this shit. And again, I'm not meeting up with these dudes. I'm not hanging out with this. The other day, this dude sent me some money for some pizza. And I was like, honestly, like, what you trying to do? Like, you trying to link? Like, he was like, oh, well, he's like, I'm down to just, like, chat. And then he started talking about Zodiac and he started trying to read my birth chart. And I low-key gave him, like, the wrong, like, information. And his ass was like, oh my God. Like, he was like he was not even reading my chart. I just wasted his time. Bitch, that's what sex work is for me, is getting money and then playing games with these men. Cause bitch, honestly, while I'm playing games with him, maybe he leaving old girl alone. Maybe old girl got a break. But a lot of these men on these dating sites and on these kink sites, they're just looking for attention. Like, it's the way that, like, I really didn't think about it, but the more femmes center themselves and their experience in the world versus being looked at by men, because I think about the ways that, like, some of this shit I used to do was not about other women. Even though people be saying that, like, oh, femmes get dressed for other femmes. No, we fucking don't. Not always. I know some do. But back in the back, like, bitch, I don't know about you, but I was getting dressed up to get noticed. Like, I was getting dressed up to get hoes, bitch. I was getting dressed up to find a boo. So, I don't know about y'all. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. But it's the way that, like, I was doing a lot of things for the male gaze. And I don't feel no way about saying that because I think a lot of us realized that was the case. But with that being said, it's the way that while we're doing things for the male gaze, we're ignoring ourselves a lot of times. And so as more femmes are like, oh, I'm not going to do any of this shit because it would mean I'm focused on a man, there's going to be men who are like, whoa, no one cares about me. And so again, that's why I'm in my sex work bag right now, because there are some that, like, I'm gonna be real with you, baby. It's the way I'm a guidance counselor sometimes with some, like, I might not show this man my titties, but I might burp, on camera after drinking a soda or something. Like, some of these dudes in the burps, some of them in the farts or some shit, but a lot of them need emotional support and empathetic motherfucking listening, bitch. I swear I be talking these motherfuckers off a ledge, ho. Like, it's really sad. But it's like, of course, at the motherfucking collapse of this motherfucking psychological operation, the men would be like, um, can the bitches that selling coochie cry with us? Like, it's just funny in retrospect, because it's just like, girl, it's the way that we're not supposed to be hoes, right? We're supposed to be good girls and read Bibles. But it's like, these men be so fucking real. They be so candid. They be so candid when the stakes are low. And it's just like, damn, bitch, like, you can't be your full self unless your dick is out. Good God. Like, I gotta go, like, the bitch gotta go from your dick to your heart. Okay. But no, bitch, I just be lying to these hoes. I be lying to them because, again, they be lying to me. Bitch, why the fuck I see one of my old hoes, and this gonna sound crazy, but bitch, why back in the back when I was hoeing and thotting, why did I think I was about to move to Israel? Like, this gonna sound crazy. I don't know if anybody remembers this, but I was dealing with this boy in Israel when I was in my 20s, and he sent me thousands of dollars. Like, it was really crazy. And bitch, it was for food mostly. But I really thought we was gonna get married, bitch. I really thought I was gonna get married to this Israeli dude named Yotam, bitch. Swear his name was Yotam. I thought me and Yotam was finna get married. Bitch, not only did my ass not go to Israel, why did I find his ass again? No, he was very cute. He was very handsome. Why did I find his ass again though recently? And it was crazy because low key, I was trying to fucking manipulate him into giving me more money, but then I just essentially, it just devolved, and I ended up telling him I was gonna hex him. And I'm gonna be real with you, bitch. I don't really do hexes on people because I don't really feel like it's that deep. But one thing that do be scaring people. Oh, I'm sorry, bitch. This is gonna just sound crazy. This is gonna sound the same, but I'm just, I'm having a good time. Anyways, so I told this man I was gonna hex him. Why did I send him the song Brujas by Princess Nokia? And I was just like writing the lyrics to the beginning of the video, like mad, like long in the fucking comment. And I was just, again, I was being crazy. No, I really did a lot. I really did a lot to that Israeli man. It was a lot. Not as the way we all mammals, bitch. You're funny as fuck. Not overtime and a discount at the same time. You are funny as hell. But yeah, no, I sent this man a fucking music video and then was just acting like he was being hexed. Because, again, if you've never heard the song Brujas by Princess Nokia, it is, I personally love the song, but I also think that shit is funny as hell. Like, I feel like I try to do silly things because I'm really not trying to scare nobody for real, but I was trying to get some money. So I was trying to scare him, but it didn't work. Like, in the end, he was like, um, he had like wrote a he had like sent like a sub post about me, but he didn't put my name on it. He was just like, "What is the point of telling someone you're going to hex them?" Like, he was getting mad, and I was dying laughing because like people in the comments were like, "Who trying to hex you?" And like, I'm known on the site as a witch, so it's like I feel like they already know it was me, bitch. But it's fine. I know he's mad, but it is what it is. I just feel like I really thought it was gonna work out. I just feel like most of my old hoes are broke and like their mom is sick. Like like it's just really tragic. It's like all my old hoes. I'm like, hey baby. Then one of my old hoes who kind of local popped up on me, but I don't know, bitch. I just feel like all my old hoes is broke and they all want a discount, and it's like, girlie, I can't do it. Like, how can I keep my pimp hand strong if I'm accepting this? Like, I'm like, I can't do it. Like, my kink is not taking, like, crumbs. Like, that. I try to tell them, I'm like, bitch, if you hit me up on some broke shit, like, I'm gonna block you. I was like, I come here to be treated extremely well. I literally tried to explain to some of these motherfuckers, I'm like, bitch, I could literally go outside and someone could violate me. If I'm here and telling you that I am a queen and a goddess, if you don't respect that, then get the fuck away from me. And motherfuckers be really trying to test me. And it's like, girl, meanwhile, it's motherfuckers that pop up like, goddess, where can I send tribute? Where can I send donation? And I'm like, thank you. But again, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna be real with you. If you are hoeing right now, it is a motherfucking, you see the economy, bitch. But I'm gonna be real with you. The men in their 20s, they have money. That's all I know. Men in their 30s, maybe, maybe. But the 20-something-year-old tricks, bitch. I'm talking like 25. I'm talking 24, 25. They have money. It's really crazy. Like, I'm feeling like all the older tricks, all they mamas is moving back in their house. Them 20s, the mama still got her own house. And low key, they be living in it and got a job and be fucking benefiting. And I feel like that's the thing. Like, the men with the most money are the men that have mothers that will allow them to live in the house. High key. Exactly, bitch. They don't gotta pay no bill, bitch. They over here paying for motherfucking YouTube Premium and Xbox motherfucking Live, ho. That's it. So again, it's the way that, like, that's what the landscape is. But again, also consider this. A lot of younger girls learned from millennials. The millennial girls found out so hard that the Gen Z girls is actually practicing celibacy as a standard, which is actually very fascinating, but it also is connected to purity culture. Like, some people really think like the correction to hoe shit is not fucking. And it's like, baby, you can only control your own hoe. You can only control your own hoe. Don't worry about other hoes hoeing. Don't worry about what a other hoe is knowing. Just know for you. If a hoe is a hoe for you, if you're willing to hoe, if a hoe is a yes for you, cute. If you're not a hoe, if you don't want to hoe, if you don't want to thought, if you don't want to bop, if you don't want to do that, that's fine. I feel like that's the thing about it. The girlies that's not hoes be looking at the hoes like we're mad at y'all for not being hoes. We don't care. But it's the way folks be so upset about hoes. And again, we in a time where people think, oh, people are naked outside too much. Baby, it's hot as fuck. It's hotter than motherfucking giraffe pussy. It is hot. It is hot outside. Very hot. So it's gonna be a lot of people outside, very, very, very fucking not clothed. It's gonna be that. And don't worry, it's gonna be a lot of fat people still wearing fucking long sleeves, long pants. And fuck you, ho, for bothering people being outside wearing whatever the fuck they want to wear. Cause that's another layer to this too. It's like, why the fuck does anybody gotta wear anything for you? And maybe car insurance, bitch, I got it. But hear me out. I just feel like on some sex work shit, I just feel like every person in here knows what it's like to swipe on a dude and all he got on his mind is coochie. He don't care about you. He don't want to even talk to you. He like your body, and that's that. He wants you now. He's saying, but really what he's saying is, sell me some coochie. And some people really think like a date is like, I hate to say this, but like I feel like I tried to say this in a thread on Twitter about sex work. Sometimes sex work can happen to you. I'm gonna run that back. Sometimes sex work can happen to you. Now, hear me out. Most of the time, as a sex worker, a man comes to me and I decide if I like the terms. Now, when the man comes to me, he's telling me exactly what he wants from me because he knows if he don't do that, he not going to get what he want. But what men will do to women who are not sex workers, or the people who aren't sex workers rather, is they will figure out what you want. And they'll tell you they'll give it to you. And unfortunately, for some of us, because I'm included in this, we'll say, oh shit, that was so fucking easy. I said what I wanted. He said he's down. Now, yeah, of course you can come into my house. Of course we can have a pizza. Of course you can finger me. Of course I'll shut the fuck up while you fuck me however you want to. There's a lot of things that you'll do off of a man lying, but will you know it's a lie yet? No. So putting it out there that like sometimes a man is saying what he needs to say to get your guard down, to get access to your body. Once he has access to your body, it can be really hard for you to disconnect in other ways because you now are desiring him physically, not just emotionally, not just conversationally, not just friendship wise. Now there's another desire for him and a dopamine rush that comes with having sex. And so, again, I'm trying to say that there are some men that know if they talk to you long enough, you will give them some coochie. Whereas there are men that will hit me up and say, hey, I have this amount of money. Can I have a picture of your belly? And I'm like, yeah, that amount works for me. Here's the picture. Cute. Then from there, if I want to keep talking to him, cool. If I don't, I don't. But a lot of men will do the thing where they're talking to you long enough to get you comfortable to settle for a dinner or drinks. And so that's why at this point, I think it's important for folks to look into sex work just to get information on how not to engage so that like men aren't setting you up for a conversation that leads to you saying yes to something that is just a date. But then things get muddy and blurry. And I'm not saying that it's your fault at all. What I'm saying is sometimes we just don't know yet. Like that's really a lot of times what happened. You just didn't know yet, but now you do. And so with that being said, if you're thinking about times where damn, that man said he wanted to date me, but then we ended up just having sex after dinner. Yeah, he lied. And that's not your fault. But you know now that after dinner, you're not gonna fuck. That after dinner you can't fuck because that's not gonna feel good for you. If anything goes left, you're not gonna feel good after that. You now know. You said 62% of men. I'm crying. Nail on the head. Everybody sells something for something. Squares be trading they time for a check like they boss don't be corporate pimping on them. I mean, but that's another layer to this too. It's like a lot of times we're being exploited. Like a lot of times. And I'm thinking about the times where, again, if a man asks me out on a date, if I'm attracted to him and I want to go out for food and drinks, sure. But after that, there's no expectation on me. But again, it's the way that some men will create a situation. I've never had more men recently ask me to go straight to their home. Like, I'm not saying I'm not one of those girls because I have absolutely been. At this point in career, I am not. At this point in career, I've gone to enough hoarded homes and Mojo Jojo dojo lounges to know that I can't I can't just be going to everybody fucking house. It's just not worth it. But again, that takes time to figure out. Also, I think about like just the freedom to go visit a man, go to a man's house. I feel like that can feel like a fucking adventure, unfortunately, because it is usually. And so again, it's the ways that like we're really conditioned to see like going to meet up with a man as, something that's like an adventure, a milestone in ways, or again, something because we live in a patriarchy. And so we're, again, desiring men's love in a particular way. And so getting back to it though, like the ways that like men can, again, tell you that, they've been married before. And so now they don't believe in dating. They want to be married again. But now everything they just said to you is a way for you to now believe wanting marriage with him is foolish and you're going to take what you can get. And some men will do this thing where like they'll tell you, I don't want to get married, but I want kids. Night, Nima. No, oh, no, excuse me. Oh, I thought you said good night. The travel, right? No, the travel lodge story. Like that dude told me that he was, like fuck. It's the way that this motherfucker. It's the way that this motherfucker. I just feel like fuck the travel lodge. Let's talk about the pizza. I feel like the travel lodge is crazy, but I feel like the pizza one was crazy though. Like the one where the dude said, like the one where the guy said he was gonna bring a pizza to my house, and he ended up having to take like 2 fucking buses to get to my house. And by the time he got there, he didn't have any pizza. He catfished me, bitch. He took 2 buses and never brought any pizza and looked really crazy and old. And like, thankfully, the door outside of my building was like, it had 2 doors. So like, I remember like when I remember like coming out of my apartment and I seen him and then I hid. And then he texted me and was like, I think I seen you. And I was like, damn. Now I think I see you, bitch. Not you think. I know I see you, bitch. And you don't look shit like your picture. And you ain't got no food. Right. And so when I cracked the door and was like, where's the pizza? He's like, oh, I forgot it. I was like, what took you so long? He was like, I had to take 2 buses. I was like, you took 2 buses and forgot the pizza. I was like, that's crazy. And I just shut the door because I knew he couldn't get in. Why was he trying to open the door? And it was scary because it's like, bitch, I just told you I don't want to kick it with you. So it's just like, sweetie, it's like, I just told you no and shut the door. If this door wasn't here, what would have happened next? Again, I'm glad I didn't have to figure that out. But it's the way that in that moment, I was absolutely trying to use a man I was employing my kinks, right? I was using a man for some fucking pizza. I was hungry, bitch. And he was over here talking about he would bring me some pizza. Like, again, you'll be surprised. Like, a lot of men will bring you some food. Like, it's funny as hell to me. Like, I'll really tell, bitch, I got into an argument with this man the other day. And I was like, the only thing that's going to make it right is if you buy me some donuts. And he was like, honestly, you're right. I was screaming, bitch. And I had met him all plenty of fish, bitch. Plenty of fish. Like, again, the hoes are everywhere. These tricks are everywhere, bitch. He brought me a big breakfast, bitch. Me and Dane ate. It's the way me and Dan ate. I'm screaming. I mean, hear me out. I feel like being careful not real. I think unfortunately, like people just need to not hurt us and lie. Like I feel like that's unfortunately the truth. It's like there's no be careful, motherfuckers is out here. But I'll say this. I think that like meeting a man where you live, crazy work. Should have never did that. And then also like, or meeting a man where you live, like for the first time, crazy work. Giving a man your address that you've never met before, crazy work. Like I've done a lot of crazy ass things. Like in retrospect, I'm very grateful to be alive. But with that being motherfucking said, I want to hold that like there are layers to why we do what we do. Again, why did I ask that man to bring me a pizza, bitch? Because I'm poor. You feel me? Like the fuck? Like I didn't ask that man for a pizza because it's a social experiment and it's so funny. Like, no, bitch. Again, it's the way that some people kinks are linked to like trauma, pain, things that have happened. And so I knew that we got on this topic talking about motherfucking Shannon Sharpe, but and this is crazy because we started talking about teeth. Bitch, I'm so mad. This is the longest fucking segue, bitch. Anyways, we was talking about Shannon Sharpe because Chad Ochocinco was talking to him, and apparently Shannon Sharpe felt like it made sense to tell Chad Ochocinco that he owed him almost $6,000 on live. And it was just the way that these motherfuckers was laughing and cackling, and I just could not stop looking at their teeth. I was like, wow. Whoa. Like a moth to a flame, bitch. I was just like, those teeth are teething. You know? Like, they just got so many teeth out here. Trust me, when you find the clip, tell me you didn't get lost in Chad teeth. That's all I got. When you see that clip with Shannon and Chad, don't come in my inbox lying, bitch. You know you got lost in that man's teeth. I swear I could watch them teeth talk all day, bitch. Like, Chad gotta watch out now. Because now I'm watching him. Now I'm like, what's going on with Chad? Because his smile, bitch, like, just wow. And then also hearing that he owes Shannon money. Oh, I know Shannon coming. But yeah, I brought up all that stuff about the Black New World Order stuff to say that Shannon Sharpe is clearly invested in that. No shade. Like, some people might really think race play is like race play is kind of like the like if you were looking for the kink online, you would type in BWO. But race play is a big ass umbrella because there's some people out there that want some other shit. Like, high key, bitch, this is gonna sound wild, but there are some white people into a kink where people of color like dress up like they're white and like attack them and like harm them. I'm not gonna do too much more with that one because that one's really fascinating. But again, there are kinks where like white people want to be punished for their ancestral crime. Very fascinating work. But again, that's part of the BNWO shit. Where like there are some black men that feel like, these white women fucking me like this, worshiping me like this is some sort of repair. It's fucked, but like there are some that have said like they feel like they're getting something restorative out of beating these white women up or fucking them violently and then creating children with them. I do not want to talk more about that aspect simply because unfortunately, if you really do dig, there have been some very weird experiences from the children from those relationships and just weird practices of how those children are treated once they're brought earthside. So I want to be candid that if you look into Black New World Order, I am sorry. Genuinely, the more you look into it, the deeper it goes. It's very fucking sick. But it also, again, does give some context for what happened with Shannon Sharpe. There are some black men who will give anything to a white woman. Like I have a friend right now who's pretending to be a white woman right now, and she's actually having some mental health issues about it. Like she's like the way that some men of color talk to me because they think I'm a white woman. The way that they talk to me is how they like she like it's like triggering to notice how like when you pretend to be white, like how people treat you like you're worth humanity and empathy and more importantly fucking money. And the ways that again assimilating into whiteness, taking on practices of white people, like again practicing whiteness that can absolutely like benefit you in many spaces. And so I want to be candid that I'm sure there are some black people in this space because they're like, bitch, I'm benefiting. That's why I'm here. I'm getting something from this. And so I want to just be candid. Nobody with a kink is inherently bad. I just think like what you do with that kink and how it affects others who are not in it, I think is my issue. It's like didn't nobody sign up to be the outcome of your fetishistic experiment, you bitch. Nima, that part, and I'm glad you're saying what you're saying because again, there are some mixed people who will, again, go inward and really think like, oh, there's something about us, and we really must like listen to people who are not living within like that bubble of like exotification, because when people are exotifying you, you know what? Maya's World just put out a new video about exotification being uh, being a part of racial humiliation. And I just want to be candid that like there's ways that people will like make you feel like you're so special, but it's at the expense of others. And so in the end, you kind of realize like you weren't ever special. You were being dehumanized. You were being uplifted in a particular way that wasn't actually like real. And again, it's the ways that like the more we decolonize, like collectively, like the more we have conversation about what we see and what's unfolding, the more of us will start to have language about experiences that maybe they couldn't explain before, that will offer a doorway into other parts of yourself. And again, I know this conversation started off very random when we talk about power, but I wanted to just uplift something that I've been doing recently for myself that's been really helpful. But I've been really doing a lot of reading into my birth chart, and I know I shared with y'all recently about the degrees aspects of your chart. If you go on my community post, there's already a link in there for you to find out what your degrees mean. But if you type out, Cancer 4 degree in Google, you will find more information. If you type in the name of the degree, you will find more information. Just don't stop writing things that pop out to you from your chart to consider more information, because I just really read something that really hit for me about my Taurus at 4 degrees as my rising sign. It says like a man who's talking in his sleep, and it was really funny because it was saying like not everyone's gonna understand you, bitch. And it was really great to hear that, because there's definitely times where I feel like I've like again, someone has said before that I talk the way I do to do cliffhangers, and it's like, nope. I literally have said this before. I wish I knew why I spoke like this. I don't know why. And in ways, maybe it was for this moment where I'm reading about my rising sign, and it's talking about how, I will have access to subjective and objective thought, and I will bounce between the two, and people will not always understand what the fuck I'm talking about, but some will. And I have to just remember to forgive people for being angry at me because I'm not always speaking very clearly. And I think that again, that is a part of major conflicts I've had, is like not speaking clearly, but like that's not my fault. Like, and again, the way that like some people have just been like, hey, I like how you talk. I like how you're communicating. This feels fun. And it's like, yeah, no, that's great that you say that, because I'm not even trying. But again, it's the ways that like I needed that affirmation. So I'm really hoping people look into the first house immediately, bitch. Aquarius full moon, that's a portal, bitch. That's a big portal. Aquarius is I know. What do you know now? What have you been sitting on? And it's just like so fucking obvious. You're a little bit annoyed. Just please look at your rising sign, friends. Please look at, what is guiding the ship of your life. And what really resonated was that I'm a communicator, but because I am so fascinated by words, I will make up words, and that will make people think I'm dumb. And they will get away from me. And I will use words that sound really smart, and some people might come close to me because they think I'm really smart, and then I might do something really, to them, dumb, and then they get away from me too. Again, it's the ways that I have to just like take, just take it with a grain of salt, that we're not going to carry everyone with us, but we will carry some messages that they may be left behind, and that's going to be maybe all we get. And I'm just trying to practice like really being mindful of that like people don't get all of us. Some people don't even get a hello. Like I've been telling my friends that a lot. Some people can't even get a hello from you. Just consider that whenever you be feeling like motherfuckers are owed anything from you. Some motherfuckers can't even get a hello. Just consider that you have a range of ways to react, and like some people can't even get hello from you. Ooh. Yeah, no, telling anybody mixed and or light skin that we're gonna make beautiful children is very strange, but it also like reduces you to a womb, right? Like just a breeder. And again, I don't disagree with you that there is a layer of BN Black New World Order that does have a space for us mixed people. Like there are men who have absolutely fetishized us in this way where it makes me wonder, like, are you wanting to fuck us to create more white people? Like, is that the end result? Because again, it's the way that like all of like no matter what, it's ensuring more mixed people. And there's already this quote unquote prophecy that by like 2050, most of the world will be mixed people. And it's the way that there's active ethnic and racial cleansings occurring right the fuck now. And again, I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm so safe and so protected, but I don't see many mixed people being harmed. I see like I see white people crying about not having as much access financially. Yeah, I feel like I don't see my people like really out here reacting in a particular way. And again, that could be my limited scope, but I'm just offering that like we're in a time where like people are actively making it seem like mixedness is so in, it's so chic. And it's like, that these are human beings, right? Like Good God. And again, it's the ways that like there are men that will tell me things about being mixed that just when they speak, you can tell like they think this is a fucking compliment. Like they think this is something good to say to someone. And again, let you pop the bubble that like this is weird. Like now you're weird. It's just the way that they project on you that you've hurt them. And it's like I didn't hurt you. I told you something new that's uncomfortable. And again, even telling a man, I told you something new that's uncomfortable. Now what are they gonna do? Again, like it's the way that sometimes you just know by how a conversation is going, like we're really not about to be cool. Like you're about to get mad at me for like talking to you about and giving you intelligence that you wouldn't just naturally have. So we're actually gonna have beef forever. That's interesting. Oh my God. Sierra, that's fucking crazy. Like, that's a psycho. Like, what the hell? I'm so sorry that person said that to you. Because again, it's the way that people be assuming like all these types of things about black people. All these types of things about black people because of what? Again, it's the ways that I really wish we would just hold that people are having all different types of kids and don't know what their kids about to look like. You know, people really don't know. And see, that's the thing too. Not it was the counselor. Oh no, yeah, this might be a time to make a report, friend. Just saying, if you feel safe too, I understand that could probably be fucking strange to have to deal with that bitch because she already seemed like a weirdo. But high key, I just want to encourage you to like maybe just write a statement down at least and just see how you feel afterwards because it's worth it. Maybe don't do nothing till fucking the 11th when Mercury retrograde goes direct, but I think it's worth it to report the bitch high key. Cause again, it's the ways that like people don't want to hold that like we have to talk more about the experiences with people. And I'm not saying do it at your expense. Fuck no. Like if there's a way to do an anonymous report, I would suggest that if that makes you feel more comfortable. Thank God. I'm glad. But again, if you ever feel safe to, anonymously put it out there, because you probably said it to other people. Like people that are colorist and say weird shit like that, like they be saying that to many people. And so it probably will work as an anonymous tip, just saying, just JS. Because my thought process is like how is she treating other people? It's like I don't think it was isolated. Like that was a very pointed fucking comment. And again, what was the point of that? What was the point of like trying to tell you that you're a colorist in choosing a partner? What was the point? Like that's where I'm at. It's like some people really just want to punish you and make you think like that what they're thinking about you matters. It's like, bitch, stop thinking about me. Get away from me. You're a fucking weirdo. Like, again, but then if you would have said that, now they're trying to say you're unprofessional or just you're dangerous. You know what I mean? It's again, it's the way that people say things and do things, and it's like you're supposed to be measured in your response. And it's like, as Nima said, it would have been valid to fucking crash out and say like that was despicable of you to say that or to infer any of that. But again, as I keep trying to offer to many, many, many people, and I'm trying to talk to my people, especially my fellow light-skinned people, like it's not the time to project on black people that we know anything about them. The information we're learning on the internet is information that we should take with a grain of salt because there will be other black people with other ideas, other ways of communicating. Like we should consider that there's multiple black stories. There's not one black story. Let's just keep that in mind, friends, please. That there are going to be black people who have all different types of thoughts, all different types of ways of being. We must consider that. Because when we lose that, we really lose the reality that black people have autonomy. We cannot operate as if all black people, like we know all black people's behavior. That is how we reinforce white supremacy, friends. And so that counselor saying what she was saying, she was really trying to reinforce some white supremacy. Trying to reinforce that she knew something about you because of the color of your child. That is despicable. She don't know how the fuck your child got here either. So many stories people don't have, but they feel so comfortable telling you what your story is. Very fascinating. But I hope that we remember that it's okay to write down what happened to us. And maybe, bitch, it'll be a letter that gets sent out in a couple years. Who knows? But I promise y'all, one of the best things in my life is having literally almost 2 decades worth of video footage of my life. And if I can encourage anybody to record their thoughts, their ideas, their dreams, their whims, them dillying and dallying, I pray you do. I'm not saying do it to be perceived unless you want to, but I just know that sometimes I get to hang out with myself from like 10 years ago, and that shit is healing. And I really hope people just take the time to maybe just write something down from right now. Just remember that, like, you'll be able to come back, reflect on that. Remember, like, there are so many times where I get to just sit and laugh with myself. And I'm just so fucking grateful for that experience because, again, there's so many videos that I've shared that I'm like, wow, I remember that. Or I don't remember that. And I'm like, whoa. And it feels like I'm time traveling with myself. Like, wow, friend, like, whoa, like that was happening. That happened. And it's beautiful. Cause honestly, some of the shit that I've been through, I had to smoke it away, bitch. For real. Like some shit, had to smoke that shit away. And now I'm doing mushrooms, so it's bringing that shit back up. So just keep that in mind, all my weed smokers. You can smoke all day and all motherfucking night. That shit gotta come out at some point, and I know that's rough to hear. But you're worth it, bitch. You're worth it. You're worth actually processing and feeling those emotions. I know they're heavy, I know they're scary. But I'm really realizing that a big reason why I chain smoke is because, bitch, I don't want to feel how I feel. I really don't want to feel this shit. And I have to. I really have to. Because I feel like I'm smoking way, way, way too much. And so I'm going back on my tobacco blends. I'm really trying to smoke some alternatives to tobacco just to show people that we can smoke other stuff. Like I low-key forgot about cedar tips. Cedar tips are really good. Menthol alternative. You can also smoke Damiana, mugwort, mullein. You definitely want to do your research. I appreciate you, boo. I appreciate all of y'all for being here and being candid. Listen, getting drunk, bitch. If I would have had some alcohol, bitch, it's the way I want Sailor Jerry. I want all the drinks from my childhood, bitch. I want a Mad Dog 2020. Yes, bitch. That blue one, that orange one, that pink one, bitch. Indeed, I do. I want a big ass. I want a magnum of Moscato, bitch, with some fruit in it. That's one of my favorite things to do is take a big bottle of Moscato, pour out 1 cup, get drunk a little bit, fill the rest of it with mad berries, like frozen berries and fruit, and right into the bottle, bitch. Fuck it. That way, when I'm pouring it out, you know what I mean? I don't have to worry about all the fruit and shit like that. Hey, Alterell. Hey, baby. Not you wish you never drank a Four Loco. Bet. Bitch, I pray. Nima, just please know that you are not alone. If you would like some resources, please let me know. I got you. If you want to just talk about drinking, if you want to talk about an alcohol alternative, let me know. Cause there's like 2 mushrooms in my humblest opinion that feel like Moet. And I feel like from what I keep hearing from everybody, it's giving antidepressant, it's giving, active, it's giving, I'm drunk, but I'm nice. Word. And the same goes for you, Alterell. Please reach out because I definitely sent some to a friend who's going through some of the same shit. And they were like, bitch, they're like, it's the way I made a bunch of ice cubes. And so anytime I want to drink, I just put an ice cube in my water and I get my little zooty zoot. Ooh, okay, because Nima, we could drink together for real. That Jameson and ginger. Mm-mm-mm. See, here's my thing. I like a ginger beer with mine. I do like a ginger beer with mine. But bitch, I will take a homemade ginger anything, honestly. Like I will really drink a lot of things. But Jameson and ginger ale, she is my girl. Jameson ginger beer, that's my girl too. Ooh, the Camelot honey mead, like low key, bitch. That's my girl. Jameson and cider. All right. hurt you. Listen, I just on some real shit. Like I know I've talked about being an addict. I just want folks to know that like as long as you're still feeling good, that's great. If you feel like it's too much, maybe just, bring some more water into it, maybe thin it out a little bit. But again, I definitely feel like harm reduction versus telling people to quit doing stuff. Like, we're not gonna all be able to quit. We don't all want to quit. I feel like that should be said as well. We're not all interested or invested in not doing our drug of choice or our vice of choice. Because listen, there are people out there, like I know me, I definitely have a food addiction. And like, if I have the money, I will buy takeout every day. If I can't afford it, I will eat out every day. I absolutely would. I will get a smoothie or something. I just know that for me, life improves if I have a little treat. Like, bitch, the other day, I bought that motherfucking, what the fuck? The chocolate chip cookie tub, bitch, the one you could just scoop and like have cookies like immediately. Bitch, it changed my life. It changed my life. It changed my life. Sometimes you just need a cookie, bitch. Sometimes you just need a cookie, bitch. Like, sometimes you just need a cookie. Sometimes you just need a bubble tea. Sometimes you just need a big sandwich from the Italian spot that got the good motherfucking pastries. Like, sometimes you just need that one dopamine hit from that one snack, and you're going to make it. Like, there used to be a place that had wings that was just so, there's one Chinese spot. Ooh, they stopped having good wings. It's so tragic, bitch. Like, for some reason, they decided to cut all the wings in half and then only give you half of what they couldn't have. And I'm like, oh, y'all don't want no more money. Okay. It's the cookie dough, bitch, that comes in the tub. Like, the big white and yellow tub for Toll House. Yes, bitch. And you just scoop and drop on the parchment. My God. Sierra, you cute as hell. Not is almost skipping. I'm telling you, that Mercury retrograde really hitting the Leos critically. Listen, you are surviving and you are making it through. Like, again, like, friends, it's the ways that we've always been in a psychological operation that told us that we needed to just go to work and go to school, or go to school, then get a good job, then buy a house. Remember they said that shit? And then for millennials, every damn day, the Bilderberg, the Dow account, the NASDAQ. We don't know what the fuck that means, but it's all going down, bitch, meaning we ain't got no money. Like, I just think about the last like 15 years in like a play. Like, I'm thinking about all like the major scenes. Like, if someone was gonna make a movie about how we got here from like the year, like we'll just play and start from 2008, or to 2008. It's like, what major things would you show to show how we're here now? And it's just like, wow, there's just so many little things that pop out that just seem very significant. But again, it's kind of like, let me not do that. Let me not do that, because it's not kind of like anything, bitch. Like, I feel like that's the other part about this. Like, you can read history all fucking day, but it be unfolding right now. It just be unfolding. So, yeah, overwhelming as fuck. Overwhelming as fuck, you guys. Like, please don't feel like, like, I feel like between me and you, this is like a tavern where anyone can talk. And they got some good bread, bitch, and some good mead and some honey wine. And every now and then somebody is overwhelmed and just comes in and screams, and we all collectively understand. And then they go drink and sit down somewhere, and we also again collectively understand. And somebody in the back is definitely doing crack, and we're not judging them because you know what? They've obviously already had enough. So I just feel like we're letting them live. So that's what I describe the space as. Like, it is that tavern where somebody is definitely playing a lute, but they are baked as shit. And so it don't really sound like no music, but we like it. Bitch, your period came on the full moon. I mean, release and renewal. Very scorpionic. Look into Pluto right now for you, because like Pluto right now doing some things. Butter with the rice crust, with the nice crust indeed. You did not see 2025 being this way, though. I thought it was going to be just another regular year. And I feel like that's the thing. We were lulled into a false sense of like whatever by the Democrats. Like, I feel like that's why I'm not invested in either party, truly. Because it's like, girl, what was y'all doing while Biden was asleep? Like, that's what I'm really that's like low key, Trump a distraction for many things, but the accountability report for the last motherfucking few years with Biden just don't add up. It just doesn't. But it does in ways, because it's like that's again, we didn't get here on our own. Like, Trump has been in the works for a while, and honestly, Trump is not even the main villain. Like, Trump is who we're supposed to focus on being mad at. Let's just keep that in mind. That sounds good as hell, bitch. I need to go break down this pack of chicken so bad, bitch, but I don't want to fucking do shit. It's the way I want to eat this. I got some cake and a fucking brownie, bitch, and I'm about to like eat them shits hardcore. Like, bitch, it's the way I'm gonna eat a bunch of sugary stuff, and then I'm gonna think about frying some chicken. That's how life is going for me. Like, I'm eating all my desserts first, bitch, because I don't know when I'm gonna go. So I'm eating my cake right now, bitch. Like, that's my energy these days. Hell no. I'm eating dessert first. Fuck everybody. I don't care who is mad. I want the cake first, please. And then an appetizer. And a drink with both. Because fuck everything. Bitch, Chiron not playing. I found out my Chiron in Cancer. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, ice cream for breakfast is sexy as hell, bitch. Ben and Jerry's for breakfast. Again, I just feel like I watched this video of this white woman who was like, look, she's like, I spent most of my life trying to figure out like how to eat enough food to get all of my nutrients. And at this point, if I want candy for breakfast, I don't give a fuck. She's like, if I want Skittles at 9 a.m., I don't give a fuck. And I was like, bitch, yes. But it's also like, dang, man. Because I also feel like what we're also saying is like, we don't got no crops. We've no crops. Like, that's what we're saying, darling. Like, we've no crops. Like, that's what we're saying. Like, I want to cry. Like, we're saying we have no crops, bitch. That should be making me sad, dog. Like, we don't have any fucking leverage, like, economically when it comes to the food distribution fucking, like, oh. It's like, it's moments like that make me want to die. Because again, it's like, it's so funny, but it's like, oh no, it's not, because how much is bacon? Like, honestly, bitch, they want $20 for bacon, bitch. I'm like, whoa, like, whoa. So I'm about to become a vegetarian, bitch. And then it's like, then you can, bitch, I feel bad for the vegans and vegetarians, because it's like, girl, the price to eat things that are alive. My God. Oh my God. And all the potatoes suck. Oh girl, they're mad at me. They were the way they cut my mic, they're like, shut up. America's doing just fine. Bitch, why the fuck have I been crashing out on mad people from around the world? Like, I'm so crazy. But why the fuck did I pop out? And this fucking ugly ass man was talking about I'm thinking about going to Florida this year. He's like, I don't know though. He's like, where should I go, you guys? I'm like, well, if you come to America, just make sure that, like you, like, I'm like, there's kind of a genocide unfolding here actively. So maybe not this year, bud. But you know what though? Motherfuckers want to go to Florida? Go ahead. Because Florida, I'm not going to say no more. The potatoes are soft as shit and they are rotten as hell. Like, bitch, you can't even buy a bag of potatoes no more. You have to buy individual potatoes. You have to buy individual everything, bitch. I bought a bag of grapefruit. Half them shit was rotten. I bought a fucking a strawberry. Like, bitch, it's the way that these fucking fruits and vegetables are rotten. And like, bitch, you can't get no grocery delivery no more, because bitch, they're gonna bring you a bunch of rotten stuff. They don't care, bitch. They just want to complete the fucking mission and get their tip. It's sick. But I had a motherfucker bring me some rotten strawberries. I'm like, girl, for real? Bitch, listen, I know the old heads know this, but as soon as you buy something from the grocery store and you don't necessarily need it to be fresh, freeze it. Freeze it. Trust me. All my herbs go right into the freezer. All of them go right into the freezer. It's not worth it to me to lose them. Trust me. Cut your veggies and put them in the fucking freezer. Trust me, friends. Any veggie scraps, save them in a bag in the freezer. Freezers are honestly like the god. Like that's the thing that's really gonna matter in the future, bitch. Like that freezer technology, bitch. Because it's the way you could keep a lot of stuff alive in the freezer. And I'm so fucking grateful for that. Like my freezer has really been keeping me alive, bitch. This week was rough. It was a rough ass week, but my freezer really had some tricks in it. I found some fried rice that I had saved up in there, bitch, looking good as hell. I found some old croissants that I had saved because, bitch, I don't know about you, but bitch, any bread that's not in a bag, like sliced bread, I swear to God, it got 2 days, bitch, and then it's rotten. So them croissants, I was like, listen, if I don't get to eat you as a croissant, I'm not gonna trip. But I'm going to literally punch you and turn you into dust because low key, bitch, croissant. If you turn a croissant into crumb and then add that shit to your fry, because bitch, I'm about to fry some chicken. And that's what I'm gonna dip it in. That's my breadcrumb. My breadcrumb gonna be fucking croissant. Yes, bitch. I'm telling you, I had these croissants for fucking probably like 3, 4 weeks now. And they coming back and they gonna help me with my fried chicken. So just keeping that in there, that like there are so many things you can keep in your freezer and they're gonna come back. No, you don't listen. I got 2 loaves of bread right now. One is definitely going in the freezer tonight. Cause we not even motherfucking doing bread like that in the house. Like I'm about to start learning how to make bread at this point. Cause like I'm at that point where it's like, you know what? I should just learn how to make and get some sourdough starter because bitch, it's the way I've seen how many videos about it at this point. I could really be in charge of my own bread. And I feel like that might be cheaper and it might last longer, you know, and I could freeze more pieces. To be real with you, as a bread bitch, I feel like I really want to learn how to make naan because I feel like that is gonna change my life. Cause I'm not a wrap bitch right now, but I'm getting into wraps, so I feel like I'm learning how to make tortillas and fucking taco shells. I'm learning how to make all types of shit because fuck it. Like if we bitch, the future is indigenous hoe. The future is indigenous, as I've been fucking saying, bitch. That's the only thing we can do. That's the only thing I know for sure. That's the only thing I know for sure. The only true thing I know, without a fucking doubt, is we are not going to space, bitch. Do not be distracted. Focus on the earth, please. And who is here with you. Thank you. You said your Chiron is in Virgo. Ooh. Ooh, healing around perfectionism. Yes. Mm. Thank you for telling me. Ooh. Shout out to pizza though, honestly. Like I love pizza. Pizza's really been saving my life. Shout out to Little Caesars, honestly. Like Little Caesars kept me alive the other day. That was at least 36 hours worth of pizza, and I actually still have a slice in the fridge just in case things get rough. But good God, Little Caesars, miniature Caesar, just thank you so much for all you have done for the children. I could not possibly go to Mr. McDonald's. Mr. Ronald got me fucked up. I haven't looked back at McDonald's in a while. Like I just feel like I can't do it to myself anymore. I feel like I said this before, but them hamburger patties are getting so fucking slick. I almost choked trying to eat a motherfucking hamburger from McDonald's, bitch. And not just that, the way that burger was so slick, it was sliding down my fucking throat that I was gonna slide right out my fucking ass, bitch, and fucking have me looking crazy out here. So honestly, friends, I'm officially off McDonald's. I know that that's not, yeah, I know a lot of people have been off of it for a while, but you know what had me? The high C orange lava burst. That's why I would be going the most. Like, who the fuck got orange high C lava burst, bitch? You gotta buy boxes of it at this point. Like, let me go. They know what they're doing, bitch. They know that's how they got the millennials in a chokehold, swear. Our parents too, bitch. That orange high C lava burst, swear to God. Little Caesar sausage pizza, top drawer. Ooh. I never tried the sausage. I'm gonna check it out. I usually do pepperoni. I feel like I'm a double pepperoni person. I just love pepperoni so much on pizza. I don't like pepperoni no other place, to be real. I think that shit is nasty. That sounds real crazy. But if you don't put no pepperoni on my pizza and crisp it up, that's gonna be a problem for me. But pepperoni by itself, whoa, fuck no. Hell no. And I grew up in a household that used to eat hard salamis, hard pepperonis, hard meats. I'm just not her. Give me some soft ham. Give me a soft pork, please. Give me a chicken. Give me, mm, you know what? Maybe a turkey leg. It depends on how they do it. Loki, bitch, I want to find someone that does a turkey leg that's like stuffed with stuffing or some shit, bitch. It's the way I want Thanksgiving so bad, bitch. Like, I really can't wait. I'm about to make a sweet potato pie. Like, I just feel like I ain't never wanted fucking greens batter in my fucking life. Like, bitch, I'm craving Thanksgiving so bad. And it's so hot. Like, I almost died just making tea, bitch, in my house. Like, I really almost died to death. I almost boiled myself to death. Right? Like, bitch, the food. And you know who I remembered? Like, you know who I actually remembered? Stovetop Kisses, bitch. Do y'all remember, sis? She's still creating. She's going by the Danny Rose. For anybody that misses Stovetop Kisses, misses the black woman who will be like, hey, hey, sopped up and shit like that. I'm obsessed with her. She is so fucking funny, just naturally hilarious. And then on top of it, she has a very great singing voice. And so sometimes she would just break out in the song while she cooking and doing the voiceover, and it would just be so fucking funny. And so her new content is a little bit more polished, which I appreciate, of course, but her original content was so good. Like, I feel like that's the thing. Like, I understand professionalism and wanting to like clean yourself up a certain way. You know what I mean? And just like more polished, rather, a more polished like version of yourself. But her original content, if you can find the Stovetop Kisses, oh my god, the one with the her Big Mac and cheese, that one is still the original one, but the content where she shows her face, again, beautiful girl, great voice, love her content, but her content used to be so fucking funny, bitch. Like, bitch, she has the best cookie recipe. By the way, I bring this up to say, if you are a chocolate chip bitch, you don't have to put the pecans in it, but let's be serious. Pecans are amazing. If you don't agree, that's just fine, but she has the best chocolate chip cookie recipe. Her recipe is so, oh my God. She adds the egg at the end, bitch, and she uses brown butter. I'm telling you right the fuck now. These cookies are so good. Every time I've made these cookies, bitches were pressing me for the recipe, and I had to send them her way. So just keep that in mind. I like cookies in general, but if I'm going to get my ass in that kitchen and I'm baking, this is the only recipe. And again, if you don't like brown butter, that's okay. But I personally love the brown butter aspect because a lot of the dry ingredient melts in the butter. And so it's less mixing, honestly. I feel like it's one of the easier cookie recipes for bitches that don't really like mixing shit like that. Like, I don't like mixing shit and I don't have a stand mixer. So if you don't like to mix, this is a cute one. Brown butter changes everything. Like, I just don't know why we're not doing it all the time. Like, I look you want a brown butter right now and just have it on hand. Like, baby, it's the way, oh, like the Danny Rose, like her content is so amazing. Like, she got fried fucking, I seen her frying a pineapple. I'm like, bitch, people frying pineapple. The Danny Rose, THE space DANNI space ROSE. She's a black woman. I want to say she's from Georgia. I could be wrong, but her content is just, she reminds me of the cousin that got all the good recipes because she was asking good questions at the cookouts and things. Lamar, I hope you're doing well, boo. How you doing? But it's very much giving like the older cousin that got to get all the recipes because she was alive when all the elders was still passing them down, and they wasn't at the house just sitting and watching, watching outside the window, eating bread. Like, back when the elders was cooking, she really got all the recipes. And it's funny because she'll be like, my mom do it this way, and she'll be just telling you like her mom or her grandma or somebody showed her. And that's another aspect of her content that I appreciate, that she's bringing you recipes that a lot of people grew up eating, but depending on what's happening now in life, you may never taste that shit again. And so I feel like her content reminds me that you can't lose everything, Like, there are some people that remind us that you can't lose it all, that there's going to be somebody who saved it. I'm screaming, bitch. Listen, me too. It's been rough. It's been really rough. Like I literally, it's the way I literally contemplated have taking a vow of silence. That's how motherfucking rough it's been. I've been thinking about how much can I get away with not speaking for a long time. In retrospect, I know I fucking couldn't, bitch. It wouldn't even feel good. But it's the way that I just start thinking about, damn, I talk a lot. And so I'm really trying to just remember that like talking is good, but so is listening and sitting the fuck down and meditating and shit like that. But I'd be forgetting that. And so I'd be talking the most and then I'd be remembering that I need to do other things. And so that's also why I haven't been here as much. I've been really trying to practice like, meditation and sitting with my thoughts and also trying to figure out what I want to do now that the seasons are changing. Like we are, in my opinion, in fall now. I don't care what anybody thinks, bitch. It's fall. Hang it up. Summer's over, bitch. Put your swimsuit away. Sorry, just playing. JK, bitch, because that's the way I'm going swimming. I'm going swimming tomorrow. Like God willing, bitch. I get my ass out the house and go swimming. But that's my plan. But I know summer's not really over. I'm playing. Oh shit. Oh, does anybody want to talk about the end of the retrograde? Because Lamar did bring it up, and I appreciate that. Lamar, thank you for being here. Truly, listen. I realized that that's an effect of the retrograde. That me wanting to take a vow of silence was obviously me feeling just overwhelmed. But I actually did some reading, and I look at my first house of self image and where the energy is coming from, where that beginning is for you. And Taurus degree 4, it really had me sitting with like all the ways that I really do have messages and downloads that I can hear. And there were times where I was afraid. There were times where I wasn't sure what the fuck that meant. There were times where I was overwhelmed by all the messages. There were times where I felt like I was being overwhelming giving any messages. And so at this point, I have to hold that that's going to be a big part of my life is trying to do a dance between offering what I'm hearing and then also trying to detach from all of the noise because sometimes it does feel overwhelming to just again have the pattern recognition I have and then also have the experience with trauma that I have because sometimes things are just so clear and it's not clear because it's good or it's not I'm not happy that it's clear. It's more that it's like, oh, this person's being traumatized. Like once you hear trauma and you start to learn the sound of it, you can start to hear it a lot more. And it starts to feel like you're constantly dealing with different notes of it. Ooh, I feel you on the breathing, but Nima, I'm proud of you for setting those boundaries. No matter what you choose to do next, I'm just proud of you in this moment. I know what it's like to cut people off and I feel really powerful. And then, maybe have a moment where you want to see what's going on up over there. And I just hope like, you're valid. Like, whatever happens next, like, I feel like I'd be coming here, like, I cut my mom off, and then I'd be like, I went to go see my mom, and then I cussed her out again. It's like, sometimes it's hard to know what to do. Purple. Lamar, I appreciate you for uplifting me and being so loving. And honestly, I would really love to like get a reading from you. Like I'm wondering, like, not to be like dramatic, but like is there a way to go about that? Like that you feel comfortable saying now? If not, I can DM you. Like if there's a place you prefer for me to reach out. But I just appreciate you for being here. And I've always just appreciated all your gifts. And I know that I'm like hella random right now. I know I'm hella fucking random. But I just wanted to say, like, I really don't be getting like tarot card readings, like, and I feel like that's problematic. Like, I read so many people's energy, like, I really do think I need to reach out. So, if you have a way to like reach out to you, or if you feel comfortable about talking about like what you want to offer, whatever feels good for you, because I know I put you on the spot. That's why I was like, listen, if you wanted to talk about it, feel free. But if you don't really want to talk about it, I hear you. It could be a lot to be put on the spot. So just thank you. Your sun is in Taurus, 9 degrees. Okay, Taurus 9. Honestly, I wish I had a second device so I could look it up. But next time, bitch, like low key, we should do a birth chart party someday and talk about the different degrees that we have in our chart. Because if y'all got y'all degrees ready, we could really do something. And that might be a fun time. Like, that might be a good thing. Is maybe like a birth chart tarot party where, like, we pull a card on a part in your chart. You know, we do a deeper read on the degree meaning. That might be fun just for people to maybe get some more information. Because I know for me, reading about my degrees really had me realizing, like, oh, I'm not crazy. I'm like one of those people on the earth that's supposed to be like, you know, dancing and singing in the street and making people remember like what it's like to be alive in the old ways. Like, there are going to be people who are like alive in a way that doesn't seem like they're from this age. Like, and that's not their problem. That's not their fault. Like, some of us, it just didn't take. Some of us never modernized. Some of us know that, like, again, the future is indigenous, and maybe in the ways that we knew it, people were uncomfortable. But I really hope that we realize that we can sit with our discomfort. We don't have to run from it. We can sit and ask why. Why are we uncomfortable? Where does that manifest in our body? Why do we run away? Like, sometimes when we run away, that's really information we're running away from. But I hope you look that up, friend. Like, friend, you're going to type in Taurus Zodiac.net/degrees. And anybody who has different placements, you're going to put in your sign, Zodiac.net/degrees. Swear. And this will give you more insight on individual degrees in your chart and what they could mean for you. And again, some of us will find that we're on earth as a watcher, a witnesser. We will see things, meaning we have to say things. We may find that we're a creative, but we're afraid of our creation. We may find that we have some ancestral gifts and power that we know about in our body, but the elders ain't talking. So just keep that in mind, that there's a lot of gifts, and I hope you find them. Right. And I'm also trying to get into Vedic. One of my friends is really into Vedic, and I'm just like, ooh, I want to get into it so bad. But again, there's some stuff that just don't, like, when I first started learning about the houses and the birth chart, like, I'm not gonna lie, I was very ignorant. Like, I just started thinking, like, I feel like I recently got into like what the placements really mean, like, and why they're where they are. Now I'm looking at the numbers and the degrees and like what kind of shapes they're making. Like, I'm learning about like curves and all types of things happening in the chart that actually are part of like why you do what you do. And so again, first house, look at that degree, do some research on it, because that's part of your mission, part of why you do what you do, part of why you're behaving how you're behaving. That first house is where I'm like trying to do some studying, because I only have one Taurus placement. And I also realized that I have an empty 12th house, which was very fascinating, because what my chart has been telling me is that I don't have a lot of consciousness. Like, it's really funny to hear that, because I feel like that a lot. Like, I don't have any like present thought, if that makes sense. Like, it was telling me that like I'm my how I'm communicating, like, there are times where I'm talking to you guys and I don't know where that's coming from. Like, I don't know who said that, and I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, there are definitely times where I'm talking and I just kind of feel like I'm like sitting in my head and somebody else is talking. I don't know who it is, but like their voice is coming out of me or their words are coming out of my face. But like, I don't know where that message came from. I don't know really, because I don't remember like writing that down. Like, there's just moments where like things come out of me, and it's like, that is what it was. There, obviously it was inside of me, but like, I don't know where that message came from. I don't know really, because I don't remember like writing that down. Like, there's just moments where like things come out of me, and it's like, that is what it was there, obviously it was inside of me, but like, I don't know where that message came from. I don't know really, because I don't remember like writing that down. Like, there's just moments where like things come out of me, and it's like, that is what it was there, obviously it was inside of me, But do I know where it came from? No. And again, doing more reading, it was telling me I'm being used by astral forces. I'm like, bitch, I feel that at times. Like, there are times where I feel like I'm being guided, and there's times where I feel like I'm being sat the fuck out of some shit. Like, there's just so many times where I feel like I'm a piece on a board. I don't feel like I have as much free will as I want. And again, part of that is definitely white supremacy, but some of it is also unfortunately like some cosmic shit that like again can make you feel a little bit anxious about like feeling like damn shit is pre-written. But I think more than things are pre-written, the world we live in was it's a it's a it's a bubble. And for some of us, it has popped a while ago. And for some of us, we are in a bubble within a bubble within a bubble. And that's what I think about people with multi privileges. Their bubbles are popping multiple times before the final bubble pops and they're actually able to go towards actualization. But as bubbles pop, people cling to other privileges to stay, unfortunately, in the illusion of the world we live in, which is honestly a projection of whiteness. Like, white supremacy needs us to live like this. They need us to live in these houses isolated. Like, they need us to be disconnected. They need us to feel like we need to behave more white, because that'll change everything, won't it? They need that thought process. They need those thought pathways. And so just putting that out there, that like there are things that you're doing, you're a part of, that have nothing to do with what you're conscious of. And so that's what I'm trying to fight for. Not a Raven in her relationship. I mean, let's be real. I feel like Raven found her a white lady that probably don't give a fuck about what she be doing. Like, the way they operate, it's really giving like, my wife, she here for the ride. I don't know about y'all, but it's giving that she's here for the ride. And it's also giving that Raven is stunted. You know, she ain't really had a lot of, like, I'm not trying to be funny, but I don't think she really got to be a person, or be a kid rather. And as someone who didn't get to be a kid, you become, you allow yourself that at some point as an adult. I allow myself to be childish and silly and goofy and playful and shit. I have to. I didn't get that all the time. And so now for Raven, she has to find silliness, goofiness, but unfortunately she's doing it with a white bitch. And like, who knows what that white lady really doing next to her? We really don't all the way know. I pray that she keeps her wits about her, bitch. I pray she keeps her wits. That's all I got. That's all I got. Oh, listen, Lamar, talk about it. I don't watch them. Every time I see a report, I'm always like, oh, okay. Swear, every time I see something about Raven and her wife, I just scroll away. I'm screaming. Listen, she doing her thing. Ooh, Venus and Pisces. Not a grumpy elder that be coming through. And see, it's funny. My Pisces, I have no Pisces in my chart, but my Neptune is in Capricorn, which is funny as fuck. Got a Capricorn stellium, bitch. Like, got some rough shit. Some hard shit, bitch. Swear. Got Saturn in my motherfucking dreams, bitch. Good God. And it's true. Like, I feel like my body literally physically is so like, ooh. And I feel like my Neptune and Capricorn, like, good God, bitch. I feel like I do all my dreaming during the day. Can't even get no dreams at night, bitch. Not tempered with the spaghetti sauce. What the fuck? I'm terrified. Lamar, no, Lamar, if you do a reading on them, I'll definitely tune in to watch more, but I'm just, I want the best for everybody involved who's not the wife. Like, no shade. I just want the best for Raven, but like, I know y'all seen Orlando. Like, I just don't think she got people around her that could really help right now. Like, I hate to say that, but it's just, I wish can somebody call Lori Beth Denberg? No shade. Like somebody call Lori Beth and see if she'll just do a wellness check. Just somebody. Is Kel still out there? Somebody call Kel. Because I just call somebody from Nickelodeon, bitch. I just feel like they need support. I'm not playing. I mean, but here's the thing though. It's like if she was with a black woman, would that really be the case? Like, I just feel like that's putting a lot on that black woman. No shade. Don't do that. Like, you putting a lot on this black woman. Like, no shade. Because again, like clearly Raven is comfortable with this white woman in all the shenanigans. She's cool with her shenanigans again. So that's all I'm trying to say. It's like, I mean, Raven is mixed and it's okay. Like Raven, like Amanda Seals, like a light skinned person that was a mixed person being used as a light skinned black, being used as the youngest girl, or rather being used as a young black girl in the household. Like, bitch, you ever think about my brother and me and how it's like, it's the way that they can find deep dark skinned people to be mothers, you know? They can always find a deep dark skinned person to be a mother. But when they find younger people, they really go out their way to find light skinned mixed people. And again, it's a trope that's been talked about before. This is not new. Her parents are Creole. That's okay. It's okay for her to be mixed. My brother and me was my shit. Bitch, ghoul punch. Ghoul punch. That was my shit. High key. I really love that show as well. Like, I feel like there's a couple old shows about to come back out because, you know, they're trying to get us to calm down. I don't know if y'all saw, they're trying to reboot all the movies. They're like, let's give them Freakier Friday. Bitch, who asked for that? Good God. Let Lindsay Lohan pussy rest. Like, I swear, ever since Lindsay Lohan got off that boom, they're putting her to work. They said now she off that boom. She got to pay back all that money that we had lost when she was on that boom, bitch. Because I'm telling her, bitch, they got her working. Good God, I done seen Lindsay Lohan more in the last motherfucking week than I have ever seen her in my entire life. I'm like, Lindsay, why they got you in? Why are you in the TV all day? Lindsay, you are on the TV every day. Lindsay, I'm tired. I'm tired of seeing your ass, to be honest. Like, and then Freakier Friday, that shit look corny. It does not look good. So I was like, what are you doing? I don't know, bitch. I did see that. I did see that. It's just the way that he tried to like put his hair. Like you see, like in the trailer, how Chad like threw his hair back and he just looked sick. It's like, girl, why are we doing this? Like y'all all look like y'all need a bath and to sleep. Like please, like that shit scares me. Like yo, no, where's Hillary Duff? I feel like Hillary probably sleep. I feel like like, didn't she marry a Mormon? Like, Loki, last time I checked, I'm pretty sure she was involved in a cult. No shade. I'm pretty sure she's on some sort of land that they're calling the land. I'm pretty sure she's living on a land. Like, no shade. Yeah, Chad Michael Murray. Oh, Nima. Go off. Go the fuck off. Listen, I'm joking about Hillary Duff. I literally don't know what she's up to, but I want to say she was married to one of the boys from Good Charlotte. Am I crazy? Didn't Hillary Duff marry Benji from Good Charlotte? And I only remember that because I used to read magazines when I was a youth. And for some reason they was always in these people's business. Not Hillary got a new show. That's unfortunate to hear. They giving a show to everybody, I swear. And nobody, girl, because who asked for that? Like, you know what? I'm going to stop. You know what my friend said? If Miley Cyrus goes on tour, I don't give a fuck. But if Hannah Montana go on tour, let me know. And I was like, really? I did not know people was really loving Hannah Montana, but I never checked her. I mean, I feel like I really hope Kiki is taking care of herself because that shit that happened with her ex, Shit, isn't she? I don't want to do too much. I don't want to do too much. I think Kiki's great. I just feel like that whole situation with that man, and I feel like some other shit just popped up too. I really hope if she wants to get away, she can. That's where I'm at. I hope if she wants to get away, she can. If she wants to do something else, she does. I just really hope that she's in a position to really do whatever she want to do. Cause my heart always goes out to anybody who's like a child star or some shit, and people love you as a child, and then you grow up and you don't do what they expect you to do, and like you're being punished, and it's all because you're alive. You've done nothing wrong. You're just alive, and you're living on your own terms. And people will shame young, especially young black girls, for being alive, for taking a chance, making a choice, as if the expectation for them to do something different is their fucking problem. It's not. But people will make it seem like it's that black woman or black girl's problem that she lived. And don't get me wrong, some decisions that we make, like, did we really make them? Did we really make them? Or were those the options on the fucking table? And based on what had already happened, we're like, well, things might not be able to get worse. Let's do this. Or things may not be able to get better. Why not this? Like, people really don't think about how your environment can shape what the fuck you do next. Like, bitch, it's the way that, like, once I got free of my fucking abusive family, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go to college and make something of myself, because I see what it looks like when you don't do anything, when you don't leave your town. That's what I thought at the time. And at this point, I'm grateful that I got away from my family for sure. But it's the way that I thought, like, I'm going to be better than them. And it's like, I really wish I would have been able to get some therapy so that I would just consider that, like, the goal isn't being better than anyone. The goal is being happy. But again, you're raised in poverty and trauma. Of course you hate those people. Of course you don't like them very much. Like, what the fuck? Like, you see them as coping through something that you can't. And again, while that may be very true, it's also true that, like, they're not like, they're not some different fucking species. They're people that just had different fucking options and they took them. And that's how I humanize some of the people that I don't fucking like. You feel me? They had different options and they took them. And I have different options and I'm taking them. And what does that mean? I think if more of us considered that, we would probably be a little bit more gentle to ourselves and to others. Because there's so many things we just don't know yet. That's it. Just don't know yet. Sometimes you meet someone and then, you know what, they just haven't unlearned that yet. They just haven't learned that yet. They just haven't seen that yet or gone through that yet. And just forgive them. Just forgive them, honestly, because sometimes you be talking to people and they're going to get it one day. It's not their fault they don't get it today. It's not yours either. Just try to forgive yourself for moments where somebody tried to tell you and you didn't listen. Just try to be nice now. Because you can't always go back. Like, sometimes you can time travel in your mind. I do believe that. Go back to moments and pull them back. But moving forward, just try to remember, like, bitch, it's your first time here. You gonna burn the food. You gonna fucking fall. You gonna break some shit. You gonna probably step on glass. It's unfortunate. It's a lot of things that's gonna go left. But also, think about this. Someone is going to hear you say something and they're going to be like, yo, I needed to hear that. Someone is going to sit next to you and just feel so much more comfortable about being in that room. Someone is going to hear that something happened to you that was great and they're going to be happy for you too. And they're going to be celebrating with you too. And they're not going to compete because they know that they deserve just as much as you. There's going to be some great moments, man. And I really fucking hope y'all focus on them, because there's going to be a lot of moments where you cannot do that. So please journal. Try to write down the things that make you feel, even if they don't feel good. Try to remember being uncomfortable is an opportunity to ask yourself why. And ask people why more. Truly. Here's the thing. Fuck life getting better. Life is going to do a lot of things. Life is going to life. But fuck better. Maybe life is gonna get quieter. Maybe it's gonna get more social. Maybe it's gonna get more meditative. Like life is gonna get a lot of things, but I think, you remembering that this is your first time here, bitch. Of course you don't know everything. Why would you? Can't nobody write down no secret answers? It's crazy. But I think that gives us a little bit more freedom, right? If we know that we're gonna fuck up. What will we do next? If we know that we're going to make a mistake, if we know that mistakes are not the end, if we know that like the end is never really the end, it's still a beginning. What would we do if we knew that like even if things didn't work out the way we wanted, there'd still be more life worth living after that? What would we do next if we knew that this isn't a moment to stop, but a moment to do something different? Just really hope people consider that you're never too old to do something different. Age is fake, bitch. So is time. All that shit is fake. It's all set up to make you think that you need to get things done in a certain amount of time. And again, why would they want that? Why do they want you to be linear in your behavior? When bitch, you're nature. You are nature. You're never gonna be completely on time for anything. Really. There's gonna be a lot of late moments or just delays. That's part of it. I just hope y'all really lean into this shit for real, because this Venus retrograde, or excuse me, this retrograde in Leo, it's been really, really emotional verbally. Like people have been saying things that you can't help but feel. I just hope we do something with all these feelings that we're feeling. Because I'm feeling like I have so many poems, I have so many things to write, so many things, so many arts to art. I just hope people take some time to get with it. I'm also thinking about doing like a digital crafting space, just because I know some of y'all are really creative, and like maybe it would be helpful if you got to hang out with other people and like just, do your flow. But I'm thinking about that for the future. I'm trying to also think about like this fall and events. I know that there's some things coming up. A couple months ago, I brought y'all with me to this event at this place called Neighborhood Art School, and I'm trying to go back there like immediately. So I'm hoping that I can find a cool event that y'all would want to see. But please know there's some cool stuff coming up. Also, there's a mushroom festival coming up. And I'm gonna set up like a tarot booth. I don't know if it's worth it to film the whole thing. I might just film part of it, might go live for part of it. But we'll see. I might actually ask Dane to film. I'm not I'm okay with horror. Like I feel like I gotta be in the mood, and I also gotta like the idea. Like I low key kind of need a spoiler before I go into horror. Excuse me. I don't feel like I'm always like ready to watch it, because I feel like Hereditary is a movie I just started like in like caring about, but I've seen it, but I just didn't like it just did not click. And now it's like, whoa, I actually had a nightmare about Hereditary the other day because I was researching it so hard. I feel like it like fucked me up. Absolutely. Absolutely. The only reason why there's no menu up is because I'm in the middle of making it. I actually just took a smoke break so I could hang out with you guys. And then I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna eat some ice cream and some cake and a brownie, and then I'm gonna fry some chicken. So that's my plan. But I don't know, bitch. We'll fucking see. Like I feel like I'm just gonna eat those treats and then break the chicken down and then probably fry it in the morning. Like I feel like fried chicken for breakfast is like so fucking sexy. Hereditary is scary as hell. But yeah, there's gonna be a menu up probably soon. But you know, we out here. Anyways, I appreciate y'all for fucking with me. Thank y'all for hanging out. Thank y'all for just being present and social and chatting. I really love coming here and talking for real. Like I love to just like have a runaway thought clearly, but I do really value talking to y'all and y'all sharing. But I understand sometimes it's just easier to just sit back and relax. So please know I appreciate everyone for participating today. But also, everyone that's at home in their bed, rubbing their feet together like a cricket. I see you, bitch. Hey, I hope you're having a good one. I love you. Listen, we're gonna talk soon. And Sierra, you already know, bitch. You my bitch. Not you got my phone number. Call me, bitch. What's up? Let's talk. I'm up. I just gotta work on this menu, but I'm here to talk. If you want to chat on a one-on-one, let me know. I love y'all. We'll talk soon. Lamar, for real, hit me up about that tarot card reading. I'm down to do a trade, but I know money is money, bitch. So just know that I put that out there as a, but I know money is money. Anyways, I love y'all. Bye.